Gather round, we got no gods to please. Saturday night, no sermons, just ease. Discussions flow like midnight breeze. No prophets here, just minds to tease. We talk big bangs and evolution, question faith with our solution. Stars align in our confusion, breaking free from old illusion. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Fun and laugh at myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers. Open hearts and swift deceivers. Make your stand, no hidden levers. Raise your glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn, feel the chill. Saturday night, we've got the skill. Echoes of a godless choir, like the world was spark the fire. Free thought mindset to inspire. No holy walls to take us higher. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Fun and laugh at myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers.
Hey, welcome to Saturday Night at the Atheists. Welcome all the atheists out there. We've got Robin, and we've got Scott, and we've got Mike, and we have Simos joining us, our panel of atheists, to talk about Saturday Night at the Atheists. And we're also got a little review video. We're going to take a look at a guy talking about evolution and Big Bang and everything that he doesn't like, and the usual hoop-de-doop, don't care what he has to say, but we're going to listen to him anyways.
Yep.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm a short hair this week. Don't have the long hair anymore. Chemo took care of my long hair. I had a rough couple of weeks with the new chemo. It's very aggressive. Hopefully it's doing its job, other than making my life miserable. I've been a little hoarse, a little tired, a little bummed about my hair coming out in my hand and in my comb, and but for all of you out there, I have shaved my head before. In case you don't remember, my first showing on YouTube, I had short hair and no chin hair, and I kind of grew the stuff for persona while I was on the YouTube, and it just kind of grew from there, and kind of got used to it, and it's kind of a bummer when you don't have any choice for it coming out. But I was forewarned that this chemo is very aggressive. The last stuff was just giving me too many problems. This stuff is supposed to really do the job. It's got a good track record, although it has a track record of side effects. You even get a shot with it and pills with it to kind of stay off some of the side effects. First week was I was kind of ill, and second week I lost my hair. So here we are. In case you're wondering, I am ill, and the main illness has been side effects, just hammering me away at me. They just don't like me at all. So before you pick on somebody for having all the side effects in the commercials and everything and stuff, stop to remember there's a reason they list those side effects. They just might nail you, and they did. I want to muddle through. Whatever it throws at me, it throws at me. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. And so yeah, I have short hair this week, and I don't have as much chin hair this week. Next week I might not have any. We'll see if I shave or not. Kind of depends on if it hangs in there or not. Didn't seem to want to hang around the second week. It just all at once decided it was going to affect me, and so here we are. In case you're wondering, yeah, I didn't do it to myself. It just ended up in my comb. So I have shaved my head before. I'm not distraught. Shaving my head doesn't bother me, although it's kind of a bummer that it takes a while to grow long hair and then to have it just fall out. Kind of bums you out when you don't have any control over it. But yeah, so that's my thing this week. Next week I go for round 2 only. So we'll see what it brings. I was hoping it would be a little more gentle like the last one was on my hair, but you know, that's the breaks. So everybody's been telling me don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. It's just a little bit of a bummer. For those of you that are dealing with stuff, you have my sympathies more than ever. Hang in there and do what you got to do. How's everybody else feeling this week on the panel?
Well, let's see. I'm feeling fine. My one of my grandkids was sick all week, so that's kind of sad and helpless feeling. But he's recovering slowly.
Up and down for me. It's been an up and down week, but I made sure to rest for Friday. I was resting all Friday and all today, so I can go at least 3 hours today, I think. That's my hope. That's my hope.
Oh, shit.
And it's always going to be hope, isn't it? Let's face it. But it's been a pretty good week. I've been on a few shows, people's shows, debating some Christians. And that always gives me a bit of spark. Yeah. You know what I mean? Fighting the good fight. And yeah, I've been doing all right with that. So I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm glad Mike's here because this one's on evolution.
Evolution,
And so we need Mike for that, obviously, because
yeah, he's picking on my buddy Charlie Darwin.
yeah, I know. I was in school with him
Charlie.
as well, actually. I was the year below,
Charlie.
though. So Chucky Darwin, they normally
Chucky
call him,
Darwin,
don't they?
yeah, we call him.
Yeah.
I used to call him Chuck.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah.
I like to use his DJ name of Chucky D.
Chucky D. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was during his rave period.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's getting deep in here.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, I usually just call him Seaman Darwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets
Yeah,
he gets a lot
he
of flack
branched out
for
for
he gets a lot of flack for being around such a long time ago.
he
Yeah,
branched
he
out for a
does. He
while and
does.
started studying mushrooms, and next thing you know, he's Chucky D. You know.
There you go. Chucky D. I mean, like, even Achilles is jealous of him. You know, that's how famous the guy is.
Yes.
But anyway, we're gonna this video. This video is gonna be fantastic. I can tell. I've literally watched the first 5 seconds of it, and yeah, I think it's gonna be brilliant. I'm really enjoying this guy's facial expressions. So this should be nuts. And hello, Robin. Always good to see you, darling. I hope you're doing very well. Lots of love to you.
Thank you. Yes.
And yeah, I've seen you in a few things here and there in the week, of course, as
Yeah,
always. But
we've been
I've been a bit
battling the
down.
Christians all week, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you put a hot iron right. Well, I mean, you were basically branding them, weren't you?
No, well, yeah.
You
I
did
screw up
yesterday.
on them.
I know
Yeah,
that.
I screw up on them.
Yeah. So there we go. Oh, fantastic! It started already, Dave. It started.
Left-handed Jedi dropping the green. Simos,
Okay,
you're queued up.
Yeah, I know, but I've got to clean my glasses first. Walk with the Spirit. Thank you. Received a membership. Thank you very much. Joss Hawagis. Kids love Satan. I'm sure they do. Tapo Weasel. Thank you. Oh, it's good to see you again. Old school. MP Mest. Chixie Mary. Mayor Atkinson. Welcome, Mayor. Karisu Yamato.
Caruso, yeah.
Cam as well. Is that the old Cam from years ago? I don't know. It could be. Oh, no, that's BC Cam. Hello, sir. Paul, I think it is. Yeah, thank you. You're all very welcome to that. And Doom Based. Right, from Mod's Place. Thank you. We all know you. And that's it, I think. Yeah. Welcome. Congratulations on the membership. Please, let's see you all use anybody that's in there. Anybody that's got membership, let's see some emojis, please.
Please. And as always, for anybody that contributes to the channel, I appreciate it, and so does Bigfoot.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among the shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Hey, thanks, Jedi, and I'm even wearing the shirt. Rock on.
Nice.
Bigfoot rocking on. You rock, and so does everybody that supports the channel. Thank you very much. And
of course, all those were donated by the Sinister Jedi.
yeah, and Jedi's a great supporter of the channel, and we appreciate you, Jedi. Thank you very much. And yeah, the emojis are dropping in the chat. Thank you very much. Love the emojis. And speaking of the chat, hello everybody in the chat. Fred, good to see you. Always good to see you. And Ryan, and who else is in here? Rabbit Atheist, hello Ed. Hail Fang. We do appreciate the Fang humor. And Luish. I think that's how you say it. Hello, how you doing? I know the feeling.
The first 5 seconds of this video, I just saw.
Jacqueline,
Vesta.
Vic, and there's a tough one. Naz Muzak and
Muzaki.
Bimuan.
Ib. Yeah, Moulin. Welcome.
Yeah, Demon Orb, how you doing? And I think that's about everybody we got.
Let's see some. Let's see some more. Let's see some more emojis, Fred.
More emojis.
I want to see some more emojis. Yeah. Some of the ones that are not being used.
Yeah, we've got plenty of them. Make sure to use those emojis. I'd like to get some more, but depends on how many members we got. So hang in there, members. There's always a day when we can have some more. Do appreciate everybody that is a member and uses the emojis to the extent that they do. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
Yeah, we I had a taste for orange pop, and the orange pop actually tastes good. So
Yeah,
Here's to the-
orange soda. Yes,
here's
I
to
live on
orange
orange
pop.
soda. I live on orange soda.
Cheers
yes.
to you, Dave.
yeah,
Cheers
Yeah.
to you.
And
orange crush.
Yeah, well, like that, like I drink the Sunkist, but like they have a
Yeah.
zero because I can't do all the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
They have a zero. The zero is really good.
Good. Yeah, some of the things are too sweet, but some of the things are just sweet enough. And hey, these days I take what I can get. Anything that tastes good. I've enjoyed a few things. My wife's made me some sides and some salads, and I had a Dinty Moore beef stew the other day. Wasn't real flavorful, but it definitely filled my belly. So you take what you can get. I was hoping it was a little more enjoyable, but better than not enjoyable at all. I've had a lot of days where I just wasn't eating well, and so it's always good to eat something, have something in your belly, something warm in your belly is always nice too. Hello. Hello, Alan. How you doing?
I was raised on Orange Crush. My
Orange Crush.
Orange Crush, Hershey bars, and Old Dutch potato chips because they take us to the bar every day, and
Yeah.
that's how they fed. The Orange Crush they told us was orange juice, and potato chips they said that was our vegetable. And
I was thinking Sunkist, but she was thinking Crush at the store. So either way, orange pop sounded good. Sometimes things just sound good, and you go with it. So yeah. The only thing is, my computer was acting up. It looks like my son's gonna have to redo my computer. I picked up an ad somewhere that keeps wanting me to some kind of virus protection or something. It wants me to buy for 80% off now, and it keeps clicking on, and we can't get rid of it. And my boy, he's a bit of a computer whiz, and he was messing around, and he just it's just right in there at the startup, and it's a real pain in the butt. So I think I told him, I said, well, just get me running, and then you can have the computer for the week. I don't have to have anything to do except on Saturdays that it has to be used, and we'll try wiping it out and getting rid of this thing. I don't know how it picked up. Google updated things. Media player updated something. It didn't like media player files. Whole bunch of goofy things just happened all at once, and then I got this ad that keeps popping up. Of course, I run Norton, and I have Norton says there's nothing on there. You're good to go. So it's obviously just running an ad. The 80% off is a dead giveaway. It just wants to sell me something, but it just won't go away. Every time you restart or it sits for a while, it picks it up, and it locks out the screen, and it's just one of those things that somebody decided to be a pain in the butt about. So be a pain in the butt back and delete it, and that should take care of it. So, but I was running a little bit short on time, so I said, hey, just get me on and for tonight, and we'll deal with it another time. It's one of those screwball things. People got nothing better to do than put this crap on your computer. And hey, thanks a lot. You know, I gotta waste my time taking this stuff off. I hope you're happy with yourself. These hackers are something else. Why they think I'm gonna buy something from them after they locked up my computer, I don't know. But yeah, so, and it's from something I've never even heard of, some super saver thing or something, and looked it up online on the telephone, and yeah, it's somebody's just running some garbage through the internet. It's one of those things. So it's what we deal with when we're online. And so to you hackers out there, bite me, you know. Thanks for wasting my time. But I am on. I found a way to just ignore it and run my StreamYard anyways. anything that's important I've got backed up. So we're just gonna run off the backup hard drive, and everything else we're just gonna dump, and that should take care of it. So I haven't had a lot of problems with this computer. It's the first time I've really had a problem, so I guess I shouldn't complain, but I'm gonna anyways. So. We've all been there sooner or later, and we very much don't like the hackers doing this crap. Wish they would find something more productive to do, but hey, you know, keeps them off the street, I guess. Anyways, Robin was talking a bit about evolution, and she might do some stuff coming up, so we're looking forward to that. And I thought, yeah, it's been a little while. We like to address evolution and Big Bang here on Saturday night. It seems to be a popular topic among the creationists.
Did you say Robin's going to do some stuff on evolution?
Yeah, Robin's been talking about evolution lately, so watch out, Mike.
I better read up.
Well, I kind of was like sick, was like pointed Mike in that direction too, sort of.
Yeah, Mike's our guy for evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to read up on it a little bit so I'm prepared.
Yeah. I was definitely gonna go to Mike for
Yeah, I try to mix things up a little bit, but
and Austin too.
Yeah, Austin loves his evolution. I like to mix things up, but I don't like to forget about the evolution and the Big Bang, because they seem to be the two things that creationists just do not like for some reason. Even though that when you listen to them, they will accept a lot of the things of behind evolution and the Big Bang. They just don't realize it. They just don't like the using the words, I guess. Gives them a bad taste in their mouth or something.
Yeah.
So,
you know, a lot of people never thought of this before, but evolution, you know, you just replace the O with the I, and not many people know that there's an ion in evolution, but that's all you do. So
that's it. Solve the problem.
Yeah,
kind of like Democrats. Yeah, just like Democrats.
I got to say that I also love evolution, especially the last 3 girlfriends.
Oh, see?
Really?
Really?
And the more you hear about it, the less they really don't like it. The more that it's just one of those words that they don't like to use. I noticed years ago with Ken Ham that he's glad to accept all the mechanisms of evolution. He just doesn't like to use the word. So
they just released a movie on May 30th that the story of everything, and it was just a blockbuster hit. It actually did $1 million at the box office, and went away in about 5 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
they've been hyping that movie for 2 years. Yeah,
I saw the ad. It's by a lot of the same people that did his Genesis history. They're still running shorts off of that, and it's the same thing. It's the
same bullshit.
Yeah.
They got James Tour this time. James Tour's in there.
Yeah, Forrest didn't recommend it, and Apologia didn't recommend it. So
I wanted to go see it, but it was only in the theaters for like 4 days, and it was gone. It's just like,
if Forrest and Apologia don't recommend it, I just ain't gonna watch it.
Yeah, it turned out it evolved into a superhero movie.
It'll run the shorts. It'll be all over YouTube. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, they'll make best use of it. 100%. Couldn't give it away for free after that.
Yeah, we're gonna take a listen to this guy. It's nothing new. Like a lot of things at Saturday Night at the Atheist. It's nothing new, but it's a new approach. They won't let it go. So as long as they don't let it go, we're not gonna let it go.
Absolutely not.
And we're gonna pull it up. And this gentleman is an Aussie. They seem to have an attitude as well.
An Aussie, yeah, absolutely.
And
they have a very strong creationist bent in some parts of Australia.
Mm-hmm.
I think Victoria is known for introducing creationism into schools.
That's where our buddy Ken Ham is from.
They actually did it by law.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that's where we got Ken Ham from too. It's hard to believe that a country makes some people like Mark Reed and then creationists too.
Yeah.
What's
the
only
deal
one.
there?
I think it's only the one. Are they states or provinces? I don't know.
So, Dave, you are starting this in the very first line, right?
I think I'm starting this from the very beginning. Yes, I even included his little prayer because it was short.
Yeah, because the first line is a real killer. I mean, it just tells you everything you need to know.
Is that where he says it's all a lie or something?
No, that's where he mentions a particular chapter.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Okay, well, we'll pull him up and we'll see what he has to say. Here we go.
Okay,
So
hold it there. Just whoa.
Chapter 1, we've been here before. Yeah.
Hang on. Whoa. Look, two things, first of all. I've got to say this. Firstly, I'm really impressed because he's got books. That shows straight away that he's very well educated.
He's got books.
Unfortunately, his second job clearly is an undertaker because he's got a black tie on what can only be described as some sort of check pattern shirt. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but in Australia, that's a no-no. So, yeah, just saying. I'm impressed, though. Black background.
6 books.
Makes it look very good. Yeah, all the same book, though. Got to say that.
I think
they
are. Yeah.
They're just Bibles, yeah.
Yeah, they're all Bibles. The same book. But he's got a lot of them, so that shows that he really does care. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
We're going to be here a few more times. There's plenty to cover in this great
Well, thanks for the warning.
chapter. So if you've been here for a while, you'd notice that we're taking our topics. Usually we take our topics from Romans 1.
You missed the first
also
part,
Romans-
Dave. You missed the part where he said, you say, why are we opening to Romans chapter 1? We've been here before.
Well, he just said Romans 1, and I was.
Oh,
gonna say-
I missed it? How did I miss it? I don't know what that was.
Yeah, you got to listen in here.
So Romans 1, have we heard about that?
We'll start it again.
Okay. I missed the most important part.
You say, why are we opening to Romans chapter 1? We've been here before. Yeah.
There he is.
Okay.
He starts right out.
No,
with,
no, no, no.
It's a surefire way to get me excited about a video is to mention Romans right
The
off
first sentence.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Right at the beginning is to mention Romans.
Yeah, no, I like some Romans. Everybody likes at least one Roman.
Yeah, the new UG. Hello, how you doing?
What do they keep calling us
I don't know if
Romans?
anybody noticed, but
I
he
don't
put a tinny just before the video started. He was putting a tinny underneath the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be here a few more times. There's plenty to cover in this great chapter. So if you've been here for a while,
There's not much in that great chapter other than invisible things. But yeah, if you want to cover it, I'm more than happy to laugh at you for it. I'm sorry, but out of the entire Bible, that's one book that really bothers me with the invisible things that are clearly seen. It's always going to bother me, and I'm going to chuckle about it.
Well, and it always is a good sign when the pastor is going to cover evolution when he starts in the Bible.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
there's so much evolutionary, material in the Bible.
Yeah.
notice that we're taking our topics. Usually we take our topics from Romans 1, also Romans chapter 2, when I realized there was something missing.
Oh, there's just too much Romans. I mean, he keeps talking Romans and Romans.
No, 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 no.
Why do Christians think we're Romans?
I don't know.
Why do they keep calling us Romans? I don't know.
He thinks it's not funny.
He's a big fan of Romans.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a letter
He
to the
probably
Romans.
knows quite a few himself.
It's a letter to the Romans. It is. It's.
Write a letter. Yeah, he's probably done that a few times.
Didn't like the way the Romans were behaving.
Used a letter with some Romans.
Yeah. But yeah, you're going to mention Romans. I'm going to mention Romans back. I think it's hysterical. I think there's a lot more things you could use from the Bible than Romans, especially this address to the Romans about their behavior. I mean, it's kind of specifically says, "Hey, knock it off, Romans."
Yeah.
Yeah. And the most famous Roman of all is Charlie Darwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's laughable, isn't it? Because this is one of Paul's letters, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
To the Romans.
He says to the Romans, right? So at this point in time, there was 50 million Romans in the Roman Empire, right?
And about 20 Christians.
And about 20 Christians.
And
I don't think many of them managed to read the letter, if I'm honest.
or even care. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Knowing the Romans, they probably just wiped their anyway.
Well, they found a good use for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Missing from Romans chapter 1.
Romans.
And so we're going back there this morning. So many topics in one, sometimes in one verse to cover. But we'll be venturing away after we read this great passage. Evolution, atheist.
Not connected.
There it is.
Not connected, by the way.
Neither
He's going to make a
one
connection.
Yeah,
but
neither one are in Romans. Neither one.
Yeah, that's true.
I've mentioned that in passing.
Just in passing?
Yeah.
I figured that'd be your whole thing, but okay.
Well, he's
And,
going to be from now on.
Yeah.
But I haven't focused on it much in a whole message. And so we're going to look at that and look what the Bible says here in Romans chapter 1 about it.
You know, you're going to keep talking about Romans, and I'm never going to get past playing my video. So I'm gonna hold off. But if you keep talking Romans, I'm going to play the video again. Okay? Just telling you.
It has been extremely damaging to people's belief in God, damaging to generations.
Okay. We're
What
gonna
about the
have
children?
we're gonna have to discuss. There are plenty of Christians who have been unaffected by evolution. They just like any other scientific discovery, they still go to church on Sunday. Saying that it's destroyed Christianity, religion, schools, education, teachers, universities, whatever the thing is, it really hasn't. I don't know where they get that from. Now, some people are gonna, on the outliers especially, will say, well, we've got evolution, we don't need it, and it just kind of reinforced with their non-belief and everything. But I don't think because evolution came along that there was a whole lot of non-believers. I just don't see that it happened that way. A lot of science is just accepted along with going to church. Things have been discovered by scientists. People that go to church know that scientists didn't discover these things long ago. They just discovered them recently. And as they discover them, they're kind of acknowledged by the church. That's it. It's not really that bad of a thing. Now, you can make it out to be, but I don't think it is.
I'm a bit confused. So basically, Charlie Darwin, the Roman, wrote Origin of the Species, and then Paul wrote a letter later to Charlie Darwin. I'm trying to get the timeline straight because he says that Romans is about evolution. That's what he says.
Yeah.
He had a slightly different name back then, Mike. He was called Chuckius Darwinius.
Chuckius Darwinius. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
is this one of the great prophecies of the Bible that Paul wrote this like 2,000 years before Charlie Darwin even stopped off? Yeah, I'm understanding it now.
Yeah, also, I just want to point out, while we've got Scott here, giving you a chance to say something, Scott, in a minute, that, he's basically saying that, these two things are incompatible, the Bible and evolution are incompatible. Does he realize that he's just, diminished the Christian sect, or the Christian religion by, half, at least, over half, right? Well, that's 1.2 billion Catholics on the planet.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
he probably doesn't think Romans are really Christians anyway.
Well, the Romans, but what about the Catholics, right? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, but they're just Romans.
They accept if they accept what the Pope says, then they presumably accept that evolution is true. In which case, they're not Christians, according to this guy.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's a no true Scotsman fallacy.
Sir,
We have a Scotsman right here to tell you that.
The true Scotsman.
Indeed.
That's right. I am too. So
I know people who try to debunk evolution using the Bible too, actually. I'm very good friends with them.
And hello, here's another long name. Hypateus
Stanhope. Doug Stanhope. Are you Doug Stanhope? Any relation to Doug Stanhope?
Yeah, we'll take it.
What
did the Romans ever do for us? Yeah,
I'm just getting up a link for you.
Robin. I was on with Proverbs guys again the other day for just a few minutes, and they invited me back on. So I think I'm going to be on tomorrow night with Proverbs guys,
Oh,
and they're
cool.
going to explain some evolution to me.
I will.
There you
I will
go.
try to. I will try to make sure that I'm going to be there. Please let me know
Hey.
anytime you're going to be on.
Pay
Yeah.
attention
Yeah,
and take notes so you're up on the latest thing there, Mike.
I might decide and decide to screw it, but we'll see. I might show up. Yeah.
Well, if you show up, I'll come on there with you too.
Oh, cool.
I'm allowed on there anytime.
Because it's your fault that I phoned these guys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You did this to me. You did this to me.
I knew you were needing entertainment.
Well, Robin, you've had a few debates with the guy from Proverbs guy.
Yes. I'm really good friends with Steven, so that's why I thought that Mike would be a great person to.
Agree or not, they do seem to be civil with you. So we will
I'm actually
give them
I'm actually a managing mod over there on their channel.
Yeah,
I have a big ranch, but I may not after me and Mike visit for the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, right. We'll both get
yeah,
involved.
so that's
There's
a
a
link
link.
to the State of the Onion on what can't even remember the title now. What have the Romans ever done for us?
Yeah. And if reality damages your religion, the problem is your religion. Exactly. Some that science discovers shouldn't overturn your religion, or you really have some questions about your religion to begin with, and you're just looking for things that science would say that would help along the way. But a lot of people that are very devout have made discoveries in science, and it hasn't changed their opinion. They still go to church. They're still very devout. So I think he's being a little fussy, and he's pushing an agenda that just isn't true.
Clearly.
Mike's got a link too. What's your link,
that
Mike?
to, Mike?
That's a link to the Proverbs guys show that's coming up on evolution. So
there you go.
Okay.
Where I might show up if I could be bothered. I might be bothered. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I have a
Saturday.
Tilting Windmill, how you doing? Happy Snatta-day, everyone. Good to see you. Hope your folks are doing well.
And I just want to point out for the Trumpers that if you rearrange the letters in Snatta, it says Santa.
Watch out. There's Santa Claus.
Watch out, this Sinatra about.
You know, and Santa Claus can ruin your university and your your religion and everything else. No, it won't. And as far as that goes, it's a personal choice if you want to push Santa Claus or not. I'm both ways on it. I understand that it's not actually being truthful. It's also one of those things that children enjoy, and it's a family time thing, and a lot of these holidays are, for families, and it's something to do together. So take it for what it is, whether you enjoy it or not. Don't ruin somebody else's buzz. All right.
In the past and generations to come, this theory that a dead man invented.
Yeah, see, there we go. A dead man invented. The dead don't invent anything.
Oh, is he going to claim Charles Darwin rose from the dead too?
I guess. I guess he did it while he was dead. It's some kind of dig at him or something. We all die.
Isaac Newton's dead, and he developed the theory of gravity. Einstein's dead, and he developed relativity. So I don't understand how this is a put down on Charles Darwin.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Moses dead.
Right.
basically. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, all those people in the
Old
Bible are long
Testament,
gone.
completely fucking wrong. Moses is dead. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a rather lame dig on Charles Darwin. We know he's gone. Good for you for knowing that, I guess. Stop the stupidity. Good to see you, Simos.
Okay, I've
Gifted.
cleaned my glasses this now, so
We got 10 memberships from Stop the Stupidity. Thank you, Stop the Stupidity. Simos.
Okay, these are going out to some real truckers. Hill Hugger, thank you from Stop the Stupidity. Here's Tom with the weather. Chuck McNorris, love it. Godless Granny, wow, legend of the community. Martin Elsen, right?
Yep.
Thank you. Mutty Von, Eric, nice. Truth Matters, -SJ. Is that the SJ? The SJ, perhaps.
Could be.
Mrs. Non Sequitur. Okay, that's an interesting name. B.S. Lewis. Thank
We
you,
know
B.S.
BS.
Lewis. You are now officially one of the club. Allegedly Fred. You've already got it, so you're cool. And Tilting Windmill. Lovely to see you here. I hope things
Yep.
go well with you. I really do.
Yeah, Windmill was having a rough patch there. I hope everything was smoothed out. Stop the Stupidity's great supporter of the channel. Thank you very much, Stop the Stupidity. And thank you from Bigfoot as well.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to the skies, to the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Hey, thanks, Stop the Stupidity, and good to see you. Haven't seen you lately. Good to have you hanging out with us on Saturday night.
So Hypatia Stanhope has some comments about the Bible, I think. Interesting. Quite a bit. Yeah, I've been trying to follow it. Anyway. Just wanted to note that.
Yeah, I agree. Moses never existed. I think that is the consensus of
Seems to be.
modern biblical study.
Out of nothing. It's been damaging to children and even Christian children. And even Christian church.
What about the children?
What about the children?
Oh,
The poor children.
They try, because it was so strong when it first came out, even now.
yeah. Well,
So strong when it first
Even
came out.
now.
yeah, and even now, it's
now.
a very strong theory. Yes, how about
No.
that?
Yeah,
Why?
even at the point where they don't mention Darwin anymore when they talk
Yeah.
about evolution.
It doesn't even have Darwin's name in it anymore.
Evolution. Evolution.
Yeah, and
Oh
the
my
theory.
goodness.
The theory is reinforced with new findings. It's expanded. You're not going to get the one little thing like everybody asks for. Speaking of, I think it was maybe it was Forrest. Somebody was taking on Jim Bob the other day about the one thing that proves evolution, and it's like there's not one thing. It's the culmination of many, 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 many things. And many things that are discovered, like this guy just said, even today, more things are being discovered that reinforce the theory. That's what makes it a good, sound theory. It's not just what a dead guy thought up 150 years ago. Okay.
Well, there was a like a one thing though that really like backed it up, and that's genetics. Like once we
Right.
read the genome,
Yeah, that's
It-
when they had
it
adopted
is-
the new name and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, it's like reading the genome just like backs up every hypothesis that we had about how the nested hierarchy of life and everything. So
When they ask me for my best evidence for evolution, I just sit there with my mouth open, kind of like when a little kid asks Daddy, "Why is the sky?" It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
And Mike, I'm sure you're aware of this. They've been showed the evidence so many times.
Well, they don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
It's not the mechanisms. Even Jim Bob will accept mechanisms. Him and the crew, Andrew and what's the other ding dong? They'll accept all the mechanisms. Even Hawaiian shirt guy accepts mechanisms. Ken Ham will accept mechanisms. It's just that word. It's something about that word. If it was a different word, they have no problem using like microevolution. They just add macro to it so that you can't use it. Yeah.
On my computer, I have 11,700 scientific papers. 90% of them are evidence for evolution. And that's just what I've downloaded.
Hello, Sydney.
Go ahead.
Well,
Robert.
the same ones you're talking about before, Mike. They had a show one time on how sexual evolution evolved. How that, and so I invited because I'm not very good at that. Like I can do the basics, but I'm not very good at that kind of. So I invited Austin on, and they quizzed him about the Big Bang.
Oh yeah, right. The Big Bang has something to do with sexual evolution. Yeah.
Well, that's your classic when they have.
Well, when the mommy galaxy expanded and the daddy galaxy expanded.
Yeah. If you get Lawrence Krauss up there, they're going to ask you about evolution and biology, and if you have a biologist up there, they're going to ask you about the cosmos. It's just the way it goes. Yeah.
I got really annoyed at that.
A lot of Christians try and mix evolution with the Bible, and we want to make sure that everyone understands it's got nothing to do with the Bible.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the Bible. Tilting Windmill, as speaking of, has been around for 13 months, over a year. Hello, Tilting Windmill, and we know that Tilting Windmill loves toast.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
Yeah, and toast will help you through the days that are a little rough, and we do appreciate the toast. And we appreciate you, Tilting Windmill. Good to see you. Thanks a lot.
We miss you. We miss you.
I went through sexual evolution mostly in my 20s. Yeah, we were all there once. The good old days.
I think I started earlier than that.
Some a little earlier, some a little later. Yeah, we do miss those days, especially in our twilight years. We miss the youth. The youth is wasted on the young, I think. And Tilting Windmill, you're up against Simos.
Okay, I'm here. Deep Parks, welcome. Hoptep Neferah. My Unfinished Journey. Spooky Bed Hair. The Spookers.
All right, Spooky.
Yeah. And Indian Lake, Ohio. All get a membership from Tilting Windmill. Thank you so much, Tilting Windmill.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so far you guys have all failed because to win the lottery, you have to gift a membership to Answers in Atheism. So keep trying until you win the lottery.
Well, we played that. We're gonna let's see. We'll pull up the other Bigfoot down here. Here we go.
Bigfoot says you rock. Bigfoot says you fight. Bigfoot says you burn the night. Bigfoot says you rock. Bigfoot says you rock. Bigfoot says you fight. Bigfoot says you burn the night. Bigfoot says you rock.
Bigfoot says you rock. So is my T-shirt. I've got the rockin' T-shirt. Everybody's rocking and rolling. Windmill's rocking. Jedi's rocking. Everybody else that's been gifting memberships is rocking. we're just rocking the house. Thank you, Tilting Windmill, for being a member and for gifting the memberships. Appreciate you.
Hypatia says Darwin did sexual evolution with his first cousin. So did Mike, actually, didn't you, Mike? You.
Yeah, certain people have a lot of issue bringing up Darwin and his cousin. I guess if you want to make an issue of it, you can.
Can't say anything. My family tree looks like a telephone pole. So
yeah, they were madly in love. They were absolutely madly in love.
Darwin married a cousin. Therefore, evolution's false.
He was completely devoted to her his whole life.
I don't know. I was really young once, and I had some damn good-looking cousins.
There you go. Captive Deaths. Twilight years, I'm only 63, and I don't plan on starting middle age until at least 100. I agree with you. I'm barely hitting 60, and that's one of the things that bothers me about being ill is I'm too young. Wind Scarf, how you doing? Wind Scar. Wind Scar?
Yeah.
that's Marty.
2206. Is that Marty?
That's Marty.
That's Marty?
Okay. Oh, welcome, Marty. It's good to see you.
Oh, puppies are outside. I guess they decided that they're allowed outside now. They're good boys. In case you're wondering, my puppies are not puppies, but we call them puppies anyways. Moondog, which is Reverb Twang, I believe. All hail Bigfoot. All hail Bigfoot. I love toast. You better love toast because around here...
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
We love our toast. We love all kinds of toast around here.
We do. Also, it's now an hour after I've taken my medication, so I'm allowed some toast.
Hey.
So I will be back.
Yeah, we us med people have to watch when we eat, when we don't eat, when the empty stomach is. It's really annoying. John Hudson, hello, brother Dave. Good to see you always. Good to see you, John. I don't even have to say I hope you are. I know you are keeping busy. You're always keeping busy. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping through.
It's damaged the education system. It's damaged society.
Now, how exactly has it damaged society? How has evolution damaged society?
Yeah, or the education system. I mean,
or the universities.
It's one of the most important scientific theories in the last 200 years.
Yeah. I don't see his doom and gloom of everything being ruined by it. I think most people go on about their lives without even knowing about it, except for some of the things that are well accepted, like the science that I take advantage of when I go to the doctor.
Exactly.
We got a bug.
And everybody does. Every time you go to the doctors, you should be thanking evolution for the advances in the last 200 years. Especially
bug.
evolution.
This guy's whole platform is evolution, atheists. Evolution is making atheists. And the only reason that he's so obsessed with it is because he realizes that he believes in a really dumb thing. When he looks in the mirror in the morning and he believes in this really dumb thing, he has to have some reason to believe in this dumb thing. So his reason is look at the trees. And evolution is causing him trouble, causing him distress.
Yeah, well, at least
that's what it's all about. That's why these assholes are so hell-bent to be anti-science, is because they're afraid we're going to start asking them questions about Noah's Ark.
Hey, Dave, how you doing? Good to see you. Professor Hizzle, How you doing?
Hey, Hazel. Good to see you.
I think there was somebody else in the chat too.
But also,
Hello,
just to point this out that
spooky.
You know, he's quite happy to go to the doctors.
Mm-hmm.
He's quite happy to go to the doctors and take his medicine, all of which is probably based on some understanding of evolution. So, you know, this is why he has in his head, he has to keep reasserting that evolution is false in order to hold his doctrine, right? And his doctrine's more important to him than his health. And yet, every time he suffers from bad health, he's going to be at the doctor's going, "Can you give me some pills, please?"
Yep.
And I know all about that. I've got a whole rack full of pills that I have to take. And most of them are based on evolution, and they're based on when you should take them and how many you should take and what they do for you, and lots of things to do with evolution. So, yeah, why they make it out to be such an awful thing is beyond me. When they reap the benefits of it, like Simos said, whenever it suits them or whenever they need it, they will reap the benefits of it. So,
yeah.
Well,
I kind of want to say, look, if you don't believe in evolution, you're not allowed to use the doctors, because that was solved the creationist problem, probably within about 30 years.
Yeah, you've got Ken Ham, who is, let's say it as unnicely as possible, he's blind as a bat. He would walk into poles without his glasses, or he does wear contacts, if you haven't noticed. His glasses have the reflection in them, and anybody's glasses who have the reflection in them, you know they're thick glasses. And he also works with somebody that has a pacemaker. He works with somebody that has a cochlear implant. These things are wonders of modern science. And when my neighbor got zotted, the doctor said he owes the thing on his heart a thing of thanks, because they built them so well. What do they call the things? They're not defibrillators. Pacemakers. Thank you. They built them so well that it protected him, right? It set up almost a shield from getting zotted, where it could have stopped his heart. His heart just kept right on going. And
surge protector.
Surge protector, exactly. You know, he was literally smoking. You know what I mean? The attendants had to pull his shirt off and stuff. He literally was smoking from the thing, but and it ran right up his arm, you know, into his chest. And the doctor said if not for the pacemaker, you know, he might not have made it. And these things are wonders of modern science, and it's not even, you know, that's not even a recent addition. I'm sure they're making them better and better, but they make those things pretty durable. And to just discount these things, that they you know, not only with their life but their well-being as far as being alive and being able to hear and stuff like that. We have some YouTubers out there with cochlear implants. You see the videos of people that get them and they hear for the first time ever, you know. Wonderful things. And they would dare, you know, badmouth all those things, although it does them a world of good, you know. Hello, Ape. How you doing, Kevin?
Hey,
good
Ape.
to see you.
Hello, Ape.
Well, that guy, do you remember that guy that was like a couple of weeks ago was like chasing Simos, ended up having him on his channel and interviewing him? Didn't he have a cochlear implant? Simos,
I don't know who you mean, actually.
That guy that was here that night that was like...
Oh, yeah, I remember, yeah.
And then you had him on your show the next morning or whatever?
Yeah, Connor. I don't know, actually.
I think he that's what he said. That's why he said the music kept blasting him.
Oh, yeah. You can't adjust it.
Yes, you're right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you need forewarning to adjust it or whatever, yeah. Yeah, I heard that. You don't have to wear your headphones and stuff. It can like Wi-Fi right into your head and stuff. It's amazing technology, and yeah, I'm with Simos. Now, of course, just tongue in cheek, but yeah, why should you take advantage of the doctor when you're bad mouthing him? You know what I mean? It's you're spitting in his face and asking for his help at the same time. You know, it's kind of unfair to do those type of things, but it sells books. It fills the crowd. I guess that's why they're doing. Hello, Objective Ethics. How you doing, Robert? Nice to see you. So yeah.
That's Daniel. Robert is skeptic philosophy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Darwin comes from two very wealthy families. That's one of the things. So the Wedgwoods and the Darwins, both independently wealthy. Wedgwoods is obviously a pottery family, so mega rich.
Dave Owie and I and a few more others are going to be on Joe's channel tonight for a fundraiser for the Ark Encounter protest thing.
I saw the ad.
So after Dave goes off, everybody go. You can like rate it, Joe or whatever they. But
and don't forget the ad is in the description as well for the Ark Encounter protest coming up.
I'll be on about 10
next month.
10 after 8, I think is what time I'm supposed to be there. So if y'all want to watch me, but Objective Ethics is doing like a matching thing on the donations. So good.
Yeah, I mixed up Robert with Daniel. That's my bad. But he'll take it as a compliment. Robert is a smart guy. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. But so is OE. But OE's going to be matching the donations on the thing tonight. So if somebody come by,
I know they've been on my channel, so my apologies.
Whoops.
Yeah, we get the names mixed up sometimes. Sorry.
OE won't care.
We try to work that out.
OE won't care.
OE's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That same thing with the Moon Dog. I believe that's Reverb Twang. Everybody's messing with the names. Of course, YouTube messed with everybody's names too. Thank you very much. Professor Hizzle, do you also go by just Hizzle? There we go. Clear these things up. I'm both, at least around here, and Objective Ethics. Professor Hizzle. Okay. And all right, we're caught up. Okay, here we go. Where were we? I don't know, but we'll find out.
I think we're
And this
pray.
world as a whole. So we'll open in a word of prayer and ask
You had to say a word.
God's guidance this morning.
Well, now we know who to blame.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you, Lord, for giving us your Bible, for this holy book. Father, we pray, Lord, that you speak to every one of our hearts this morning that is here. And Father, we pray, Lord, that you work this morning in hearts. If anyone needs to be saved, we pray, Lord, that you give them the courage to ask what.
And the whole saved thing bothers me too. I mean, what do you need to be saved from?
Well, they have a lot of heart disease in his congregation. It sounds like.
Yeah, they always need to be saved. It's like you don't need to be saved. I mean, if you choose the religion, you've chosen the religion. then you have to
Yeah.
be saved after you choose the religion. And it's like, what if you're not saved? Then choosing the religion didn't do you any good. And as they
You gotta
say,
be saved in your heart, Dave.
well,
So, like,
many are called, few are chosen. However it goes, to just because you're called and you said, oh, you're saved, once saved, always saved, and all this, and then you find out that that's not really true. So
I don't need to be saved in my heart because my doctor put me on a statin.
So
the thing that always got me is the fact that they said that you have to have, in order to be saved, you have to have testicles smaller than a mustard grain. Never understood that passage.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I might be quoting it wrong. So
Let's get on with the prayer.
a spider bugging me.
I had one of those. I put them in a bottle and put them in the freezer for the microscope.
50 million years from now, he will become the ruler of the universe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same one keeps running around the desk. Little black guy. Low to the desk. Really.
Does he have a violin on his back?
He must not like Charlie either. Luckily, I got D-Man's book handy. I saw D-Man. Well, maybe not. D-Man, if you're out there, your book is very useful.
I saw that comment, LN0465. What?
Hold on, I'm not. Big John, hello. Say hello to me. Hello. I just scrolled down. Native Atheist, hello. Mike is the old man in the Burglin Gnomes game.
Genomes.
That's not a spider. Yeah, I hope it's a spider. Really, spiders don't bother me as much as they used to. The only thing I don't like is when one's crawling on your bed, when you're trying to sleep, and you roll over and there's a spider crawling on your bed, and you're like, hey, it's my time, get lost.
We got these big wolf spiders, and they can jump like a yard.
Yeah, those things are, they're kind of scary. Like the wife says, they move too fast.
Yes, but they are the ones that build those great big, like, webs outside your doors, and they catch so many bugs. So
and you walk into them too,
and they're harmless to people. So
well, that's the thing. As I've grown older, I've found out that spiders really don't bother you that much. When they do bite you, it's more of a defense thing. They're not out to get you. But
just put the wolf spider, catch it, and put it back outside, because it catches.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It gives you the willies. They give you the willies, just like snakes and rats and mice and stuff. They just give people the willies by nature. You're supposed to keep them out of your stuff.
Yeah, but they scare me to death. I don't call that harmless.
I prefer the
I've got some phony snakes I keep out by the pond just as scarecrows. I don't know if they work, but I put some fake ones out there, and for the longest time they spooked me, and I knew they were there.
Yeah.
But just seeing them triggers something in your brain to take a step back. Yeah.
I have a fake snake.
Now, if it works for the birds, I don't know.
I have a fake snake laying on my front porch for all of the Walmart delivery people and stuff.
Yeah, I put a couple by the pond. It couldn't hurt. Most of the things, though, that are used for scarecrows around people's ponds apparently do not work. Even turning on the water or motion activated faucets, sprayers. I've seen animals getting sprayed and they don't seem to care either.
Crows are smart little birds to be scared of too many things. They can.
Dade doesn't like praying mantis. The praying mantis, yeah, they're pretty wicked when they get a hold of a bug and they just start eating away. We've had a lot of really big ants this year. I don't know if it's because of the winter or what it is, but yeah, I hope they don't rise up against us because there's lots of ants out there. I have a wild tarantula in the yard. Feed them crickets. Yeah, well, we used to feed.
If all those ant hills organized, what if they somehow learned how to network? What if they developed a network ant or something that knew how to communicate between all the ant piles and stuff? That would be scary if they unionized.
Squirrels are the worst. I don't care much for the squirrels since I found out they travel with so many bugs on them. Yeah, they transport fleas and all kind of mites and everything else in your yard.
Rabies.
Yeah, they're dirty little animals. They're fun to watch and stuff, and I know people like to feed them and that, but squirrels can stay away from my yard. Thank you very much. Whatever happened to the murder hornets? Yeah, they're still out there. People just realize that they aren't the attackers that they were made out to be. Don't mess with them. They're still harvesting the nests and stuff, though. Those things are wicked, really big. Don't mess with them. Don't mess with the killer bees either. There's still killer bees too. The only thing was that they were seen. They're always painted as more aggressive by the press, where it's more if you leave them alone, type thing. But yeah, you don't want to mess with them. Those murder hornets, they're like 3 inches big or something. Pretty big bug. Don't tell Bre, but it's a big bug. If you eat a tarantula, everyone gets a leg. I've seen them eat tarantulas quite a few times. They cook the hairs off, and when they're done, they use the claws for a toothpick. So very handy little animal. If you can eat a big bug. I don't know if I could do it.
What must they do to be saved? And also for Christians, Lord, not to forget these simple truths from the Bible, and help it to affect our lives, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, so according to Google,
well, several probably.
Yeah. Now we're going to go to something informative. No.
Yeah, according to Google.
Went from the Bible to Google.
Yeah,
according to Google. Sense, please. Make this make sense, please.
Charlie Darwin.
Chucky D.
The man himself. Give him a gold chain and a big watch. And
Chuckius Darwinius.
1809. And he died in 1882.
Okay, so he's been dead for a long time. He's been dead 100 years when I was in high school. Okay, that's a long time.
And he's wrong, apparently.
And dead men don't write things.
Yeah.
Now I know you believe that. Maybe Jesus wrote something after he was dead, or one of the other people that was dead in the Bible wrote something after they were dead. But dead people don't write things.
I don't know why
not that we know of.
I don't know why he would say something like that, considering the Bible is written by dead people. I mean, what point is he actually making?
Just trying to dig.
Yeah, Moses wrote about his own death, remember?
Yeah, now that's a trick. Now that is a clever trick.
You're right. You're right. Of all the people in the Bible that didn't exist, writing about your own death has to top the list.
Yeah. Nice.
We need to start
I mean,
a new tradition of everybody writing about their own obituary, so that nobody really knows how anybody died.
There you go. I mean, just think of the publishing rights he got.
Yeah. And he wrote about his own circumcision too, by the way, too. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I think it's
must be a fascinating thing.
Maybe he had it a little later in life.
Well, can you imagine sitting around the campfire one night, and you're with your buds, and you're having a beer or whatever, and you're just shooting this shit, and hey, I think I'm gonna take this knife and start carving away.
It's not how they did it, right? That's not how it is. It's because do you know what? I've got this foreskin, and can anybody bite it off for me?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're my closest mate. Just bite my foreskin off, will you, please?
Yeah.
I just got a feeling that God don't like them.
Yeah, who thought up this thing? You know, and they really don't like that part of the body for some reason, or.
Well, yeah. Maimonides wrote it was done in order to decrease the sensitivity of the male penis in order to
don't want to have any fun.
Dampen their desire for sex.
Yeah. Well, that's why they made the cornflakes. You're supposed to
yes
to depress you.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. I heard that as well.
Ended up liking cornflakes. I had some Frosted Flakes last night.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, very nice.
You need a little sugar boost. Does you good.
That Callum's guy was a bit of a nutter, to be fair.
Yeah.
He was a British naturalist and the architect of the theory of evolution by natural selection. I know many people have heard about that. After
150 years, I fucking hope so.
Yeah, people heard that he went on a boat ride and he collected animals, and it's not the whole story, but yeah, that's close enough for somebody that doesn't have a clue. Yeah. Simos, did you say penis?
I think I said penis. Yes.
Oh,
say it again if you like.
Foreskin.
Yeah, where can I buy a foreskin? You can prove that you won a battle having foreskins and all kind of good things. I heard if you make a wallet out of one, you can watch your money grow. So.
For a 5-year voyage on a warship during.
On a warship.
Was it a
warship? No.
Well,
was it actually? I mean, it was a small ship. I remember that much.
What exactly was the ship doing?
It was going on
warring.
No. It was going on an explorationary trip to discover plants and stuff like that. So it's a naturalism.
So he was along for the ride then, wasn't?
He was there. He was there to basically talk to the captain, to entertain the captain.
Okay.
He wasn't actually the naturalist on board. I don't think there was somebody else. But yeah, I can't remember the exact. I can't remember the Beagle, wasn't it? It was called the Beagle. So yeah, I guess it was HMS Beagle. So yeah,
Mike, you were there. You're supposed to know this stuff. Well, what were they doing?
No,
I was.
The HMS Beagle. The HMS Beagle.
Yeah. You expect me to remember shit that long ago?
Yeah,
you expect me to remember shit from the Middle Age?
He's his family contacts got him that ride.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he was employed as the artist or something like that. But basically,
he collected
to the captain.
Samples and made observations that led to his theory. He then published a groundbreaking book. It was
groundbreaking. See, these words you're using are quite telling.
Yeah. Listen to the next word.
Can you just go back a little bit, because did he say after that he published his groundbreaking book or something like that?
Yeah.
I just want to find out exactly
published
what he
a
said.
groundbreaking book.
After a 5-year voyage on a warship during which he collected samples and made observations that led to his theory, he then published a groundbreaking book. It was that groundbreaking, it's sending people to hell.
Sending people to hell.
Okay, so that's not true at all. So when he came back from the trip, he had the idea of his theory in his head, but he had no proof for it. The evidence he did bring back, this is quite funny, the evidence he did bring back is he collected some turtles, which also displayed this evolutionary trait between the islands. But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
the birds were examined by other people, right?
Unfortunately, the crew liked the turtle meat so much they ate all the turtles on the way back. So he didn't have any turtles when he got back, but he did have a few beaks and things, but obviously that's not enough. So he then spent the next 20 years growing plants and proving the theory of evolution scientifically through breeding plants and finding out what the results were and how the plants changed. And then there's also something else he did, which was to study a biosystem of meadow and to find out how that changed over the 20 years.
Yeah,
he did extensive research.
He had his own stuff, though.
Extensive observations in order to think. Then he collated that into the book, right? All the scientific data and research into a book, and then presented that to the Royal Society, and then wrote out his opus magnum, which was the origin of species. So it's backed up by a lot of scientific data. It didn't happen straight away. He came back and went, "Oh, I've had a great idea. I'll write that down." That's not how it happened. He spent 20 years researching,
Pixie stopping
doing real
through. Hello,
scientific
Pixie.
work, making observations, etc., etc.
Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
And the Beagle was not a warship at the time that he was on it. It was commissioned as a warship first, but then it was refitted into a scientific survey vessel.
Okay. So it wasn't running around making trouble. It was looking.
No, it was no longer. It was no longer a See that?
So does this guy think that calling it a warship will make his congregation hate Darwin even more? Because he is kind of focused on the idea that it began as a warship, but not including the fact that by the time Darwin came along, it had been remodeled into a exploratory vessel.
Yeah, and
you're always welcome here, Pixie.
I don't care if they call it a warship. So fucking what? HMS, right?
Right. Well, in that day, I mean, if they called the ship to war, it went to war. I mean, it was kind of a boss mentality. I mean, if they decided you were in the military, your boat was in the military. It just wasn't necessary to mention that.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes little difference, Just call it whatever you like, dude. It's got HMS on it, so yeah, it belongs to the Navy. Fair enough.
Big John Lowell boat. I just saw
small boat.
Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger boat. Classic from Jaws. I was watching the shorts earlier, and you're gonna need a bigger boat. 20-footer. That's a 25. Big boat.
Yes, Her Majesty's ship. Thank you, Sydney.
Yeah.
Or His Majesty's ship, I should say. Yeah. Probably back then. I think Darwin was. Oh, hang on. 1850. No, her obviously. Victoria.
That led to his theory. He then published a groundbreaking book. It was that groundbreaking, it's sending people to hell.
20 years later.
It sent people to hell 20 years ago.
After
for
he
20
got
years.
back. I mean, he got back. Well, I don't know when he finished exactly, but it was about 20 years later, after he got back from the trip with the Beagle, that he finally published the book. He didn't want to publish it really, because he just kept working on the data and proving the theory.
And other people were talking about it
science.
too.
Well, it to be solid science,
Yeah.
And it was only when he, somebody else published, or was going to publish a book, that he finally, his mate said, "Oh, come on now, you need to do this, otherwise you're not going to get your name on it." So he went, "Oh, all right then," whacked off the book. And same thing with Newton, right? He was already a fellow of the Royal Society. He had access to publishing.
He said it sended people to hell. Is that a term of art and fundagelical speech? Yeah.
It is.
You're bound for hell.
The truth will send you to hell.
Yeah. And again, people that believe in God, somehow believe in a theistic evolution or whatever they want to call it, would take offense that they're going to hell because they accept how God did it. One of the things the Bible does say is you can't know the mind of God. So if God did use evolution, then you wouldn't know it, right? That's what it's saying. You take what you get, right? And if that's what God used, that's what God used. Some of these things are kind of going against the Bible, and I'm not really a big fan of the Bible, but I will point out that it does say these things in the Bible.
I'll point out that the Beagle was actually commissioned to, after it was stripped of all its armament and stuff, it was commissioned to map poorly mapped coastlines. That was its job. So it was
somewhere up Canada way, I think, to find the Northwest Passage, something like that. I can't remember exactly now, but
and so it was a mapping vessel then.
Yeah, it was used to map poorly mapped coastlines.
Okay. Yeah, that took a long time. They're still working on the coastline thing because it's changing all the time, and it's very important too to have the coastline properly marked. So.
Yeah, well, they send ships through there now in the summer months. You can get through that passage now, which you couldn't do in Darwin's day.
The book was called On the Origin of Species in 1859.
He's got to read the subtitle, surely. Surely he's going to read the subtitle.
He can read the whole thing. Yeah.
They love the subtitle.
And so Google goes on and it says it established a great new theory, revolutionized, but all it established is a great big lie.
All of Google says it's revolutionary, groundbreaking. The book was groundbreaking. All these great things about this theory, but it's just a lie.
Yeah, he's read it.
So there you go.
He's read it, and he's determined that it's just a great big lie.
And which is Ken Ham's sole thing. His big book is called The Lie. And when I point out that they just do nothing that's accepting of science, but say they're all a bunch of liars, and they'll say, "Oh no, we like science and Hawaiian shirt guy and all the rest of them. I like science." No, you don't.
Yeah. Because
you're calling every one of them a liar. And I don't know, a lot of people don't care for, words don't mean a whole lot, but, being called a liar is not a nice thing to be called, right? I don't think anybody likes to be called a liar. You can be wrong, and I hope most people would correct themselves if they're wrong. Hello, Adso, how you doing? I think most of us would correct ourselves and not be wrong. We don't want to be wrong, right? But intentionally call someone a liar over something like that, when they know they're not lying, that's it's kind of a low down thing to be called,
Yep. certainly is. But there you go. Some people will do it deliberately. They'll do it deliberately. Like you said X. Some guys told me that I said X, and he was of course strawmanning my position. And I said, no, that's not what I said. And he goes, yeah, you did. I just heard you say it. And I said, why are you lying?
Scott says the Beagle was sold for scrap in 1870. So there you go. It made a nice little fire for somebody.
I wonder what that would be worth today if you had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of wood. Of course, it's logged. It's the pitch is in it or something, and I don't know how clean it would burn. But
I bet you get Ken Ham would pay about $100 million for it.
There's a couple of really famous ships. Nelson's flagship, the Victory, right? That is moored. I can't remember where, Plymouth or somewhere like that. And there's also the Mary Rose, which was King Henry VIII's ship. And the cost of keeping that in condition that it was found in, which is basically quite bad, is it really, it's a lot of money to keep that going. They should really just stop and let it waste, let it dry out. But they don't. They keep spraying it with water, diluted water every day.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some of those boats, they don't understand that it costs a lot to keep the upkeep on them, just to dry dock them. They sit, especially near the salt water. It's very corrosive, and without constant repairs and that, they turn into a rust bucket real quick.
They can, yeah. Fortunately, there's a group of like Navy cadets that look after Victory. It gets funded by like the Heritage Fund, or not the Heritage Fund. That's an American thing. The National Trust.
The Beagle sold for 525 pounds, which is about 103 grand today.
You was talking about what go about people calling people liars, and I just wanted to let Mike know that that's why I sicked him on that one creationist, is because they, Big Bad Mama is a retired geologist.
Yep, and they were,
and they called him a lot. They called Big Bad Mama a liar. And
their evolution specialist showed his degrees on screen, a bachelor's of science in computer programming, I guess. To counter, Big Bad Mama's claim to have a degree in geology.
Okay, I don't even know who it was, but they called Big Bad Mama a liar, and I just felt like that was probably just a little too far.
Yeah. Well, Mama's free to express himself. He worked in cleanup things. He has a limited scope, and he understands just certain things. But what he talks about, he understands. So that's what's important. He doesn't. He'll know when to say, "Well, I don't really know that," and that's not my field. But what he does know, he seems to know very well, and he worked in the field, so you have to give it to him.
He's very knowledgeable on quite a wide range of things, actually.
He's very outdoorsy.
I really enjoyed talking to him. I think he's.
I enjoyed meeting him. I got to meet Big Bad Mama. Yeah.
Yes, I got to hug Dave. I got to hug Big Bad Mama. Yeah. And Dade.
Dade. I turned around at the hotel and I recognized the voice. I said, "Dade Murphy," and he was right in the hotel, right next door to me, across the hall from me, or something like that. So got to meet a great people at the protest. I'm not feeling quite up to it this year, but
we got to meet Austin.
I was glad I went last year, and yeah, Austin showed up. Seth was there. Jay Bundy was there. I mean, I don't always agree with Jay Bundy, but I got to meet Jay Bundy. Um, there
Ember.
was
We got to meet
Ember was
Ember.
there. Yeah,
I
got
think
to
they
hug
ought to have it
Ember.
in January, and then I might go. But I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It was
Like,
miserable. It was
Kentucky in
miserably
the
hot.
summer is like roasting in hell. I
It's
just
it's
am not going to
horrible.
do that.
Yeah. Of course, there wouldn't be as many people there in the wintertime either. But
I don't know. Be a lot better.
well, except the people that come see he puts up Christmas lights for the holidays, so people will go to see that.
Yeah, we ought to do it on Christmas. That'd be great.
Nothing
time.
like the big Noah's Ark covered in Christmas lights.
Yeah.
What a weird sight.
They they light up the camels and all kind of things. Yeah, anything for $1. You just pay for parking or something, and
Yeah, it's expensive parking too.
yeah. Now his whole parking thing is funny too, because his parking lot is set up differently than his attraction is. So the money that goes to the parking lot does not go to where the attraction goes to. It's just one of those business things that you set up your parking lot as its own thing. It's really funny. Anyway, 10-year anniversary this year. Make sure you check out the description. Joe has Discord. He has information there. He also has the commercials running, and he's going to have the fundraiser. Robin, you said the fundraiser's tonight.
Yep, fundraiser night. So you can send us all over.
Okay, when we're done, you go over there to Joe's channel for the fundraiser. He's going to have some of the folks that are speaking, I think, are going to be there.
I think Seth Andrews is going to be there. It starts here at 6. So, but Seth Andrews is going to be there. Godless Engineer, Mandisa. There's going to be a bunch of people. Like
Okay.
Joe told me that he was going to have so many guests. That's why he told me what time to show up.
Yeah, he's taking it on again this year.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a week later. It's going to be the week
Yeah, we're not
after
gonna do
the
it.
holiday. So,
Yeah, we're not going to do it on 4th of July weekend again this year.
yeah. Not that it'll be any cooler. It'll probably be just as hot, but hopefully they have it all figured out. Just a few hours of speaking, and people are good to go, because about then you've had enough of the heat. I know Joe and Chris and the rest of them were at their maximum. When the thing ended, it was all they could do was to go lay down in the hotel or wherever, or the B&Bs, and get a little AC, a little cooling off time, because it was miserable. And it's not much better here in Ohio. I fully understand what we were going in for. Put away 2 Gatorades like nothing. You're hot. So, but it was a great experience. If you haven't been, it is free. You can go there. You can wave your sign around. You can listen to the speeches. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yep.
Just
And Joe feeds you
bring your
pizza.
and they'll bring the pizza was good. We had pizza last year. They'll bring pizza. They'll have water. So if you want to go on the cheap, just get your butt there. Wave your hand in the air like you just don't care. Tell Ken Ham you don't appreciate the tax breaks and all those kind of good things. And be civil, like always, like we were last year. People don't agree with you. Well, they don't agree with you. That's a great thing about protesting. You get to protest either way. So, yeah, check it out if you can. Drop by the Ark Encounter protest. Again, links in the description. And while you're in the description, there's links for everybody's channels that are down there. And then you'll also hit the like button, the share button, all those kind of good things. There's links for Bre's shop. If you need some merch. She said she had a surge lately in merch. Maybe people are buying monkey shirts just to shoot them or something. I don't know. But get yourself a Bigfoot shirt like I got. Get yourself a Mothman shirt. Get yourself some merch. And check out the video. The link is in the description at the bottom. All the best stuff is in the description. Make sure you check it out below. And if you got it like that, join the channel. Become a member. Give memberships to people. And drop them emojis in the chat. I like to see the emojis. That's what they were made for. So feel free to use them. Okay?
Very damaging to our world. I believe the biggest lie that the world has ever seen.
There's got to be bigger lies than evolution. I mean, there are things that have really harmed people.
It revolutionized, I believe it revolutionized Satanism. So
Satanism. What in Satanism has to do with evolution? Life? What is Satanism says don't harm living things or something like that. I guess that's the connection. Biology. See, you don't have anything, dude. I mean,
you got nothing. Yeah.
Well, he just doesn't understand even the very basics of evolution.
Yeah, you're just saying
the
biology.
The point is, you know, he's equating. First of all, he equated evolution with atheism, completely different subject matter. And secondly, he's now equating evolution with abiogenesis.
Hello, early church.
Completely different subjects. So, I mean, this guy, you know, I mean, it's not that we expect much, right?
Right.
You know, he's like sitting there, starting the thing with talking about Romans and saying this is going to be on evolution. So, I think we can gather the level, right, that he's at. He's a creationist. He's literally probably gets most of his information from answers in Genesis by the sounds of it. So, you know, what are we expecting? Some kind of like educated guy in science? No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm not even expecting some educated guy in the Bible. Yeah, I'm not expecting some like consequential theologian who really has studied the works and studied the Bible history. Clearly, he doesn't know any of that either. So,
yeah,
talk about lowbrow. Talk about lowbrow. This is about as low as the brow can go without being, basically covering for your penis.
As Kurt said, he's not well read.
Yes. Is he in the west or east of Oz?
Gold Coast. So
yeah, there's an area of Australia there where they breed them. And they got rid of Ken Ham, but they couldn't get rid of all of them. He does import quite a few of them to work for him. And the creationist organizations seem to be rife with Australians and just seem to leave their jobs and go for the creationist paycheck. There's quite a few of them over at Creation Ministries International. They've got quite a few Aussies over there too, and I found it interesting that a whole bunch of them seem to be coming from over there to over here.
East Coast.
Yeah,
East
especially
Coast
when they should be doing it at home, right?
Mainly
kinda telling.
Queensland.
Yeah.
I think Victoria is in Queensland, which is what I was thinking. Capital is Brisbane.
I know I like to joke that Ken Ham was laughed out of country, but there seems to be quite a few of them over there. And like Robin said, it's hard to imagine the same country that has Mark Reed has Ken Ham, but it does. And
well, we produce Carl Sagan and flat earthers too, so
Well, he said we can't give Ken to him back. So
I think we should be able to send him and Rupert Murdoch back. Actually, I'm all for both of them going back.
Yeah.
Instead of people rejecting Satanists that are dressed in robes and got horns, this.
Yeah, and see, that's just all for show. That's to scare you. I don't think very few people take that stuff seriously. Okay, it's about mocking. It's not about another monster. It's about mocking your monster. Okay, I think you're totally missing it. Now, granted, some people just like to be weird and think they're monsters. Okay, you're a monster. But for most part, it's mockery.
So I stepped out for a second. He is equating evolution with Satan being pictured differently now. Isn't that a product of the science fiction revolution more than the science revolution or evolution? I mean, we have creative people who write fantasy literature and horror movies, and don't you think they'd be a little more responsible than Charles Darwin?
Right.
Or the way we view Satan?
That's the thing. It's trying to equate evolution with Satanism, and it's just one of those words. Again, most Satanists are not mocking people. You know, they dress up in mockery. They put up they want to put up the statues and stuff as a mockery thing. A lot of this stuff is mocking. It's not actually adopting another monster. I have a problem with people who adopt another monster because all you're doing is adopting another monster. I mean, whether it's a good monster or bad monster or how you depict the monster, it's still a monster. Now, if you're mocking it, then it's different. So, early church believer says, no amount of physics answers why there is a law govern would rather than nothing. No amount of physics answers why there is a law govern world rather than nothing. Oh, yeah. Well, nothing is incomprehensible, but for there to be something, I don't think how it acts really matters as long as it is something. I don't think it's from nothing. But yeah, yes and no. And we got Zarian. The universe isn't contingent. It's a proof fact. Modern cosmology doesn't post or posit that the universe had a beginning. It always existed. That's the thing. Has it always existed or not is one of the big questions. And we got a whole discussion going on.
Well, I mean, I think
that
common cosmology holds now, or physics holds now, that something existed. You know, like there was some state that the universe was in prior to the Big Bang.
Yeah, everything comes from something, right?
Yeah. So and so there, it wasn't. You know, it's not a something comes from nothing kind of deal. And if God can be eternal, why can't like the quantum fields be eternal? It doesn't make any sense.
It's the same question back.
Because we do know quantum fields exist. We still haven't found any gods yet. That's so far.
Well, I think that's Taco's argument that everything comes from pre-existing stuff. So whatever you want to call it, it's pre-existing stuff.
You don't need physics to say that, right? I mean, they've known since the Greek times that nothing, it's impossible for something to come from nothing, because nothing is defined as the lack of something.
Right.
It just it makes no sense at all to say that nothing exists. It's just an incoherent statement.
Yeah, you have to have something, even if the something is totally different. because nothing wouldn't produce something to do even the opposite of what you wanted it to do. It has to be something. So I think
so you can get to that conclusion through philosophy. You don't need physics to do it.
okay.
That's why when they like that old meme of scientists climbed this mountain only to find a load of theologians at the top is just bullshit. Actually, no. That before the theologians, there was a load of philosophers there already, shouting to everybody, "Hey, look, you're all fucking dumb. Come up here. It's a good laugh. You can see for miles."
Man brought Satanism and the theory of there is no God.
Now there it is. The theory of there is no God. Now, where in evolution does it say there is no God? That's something you press on. It doesn't say that.
Yeah, no scientific theories mention God, actually. I don't think he's in any of them.
God doesn't come up. I've straight up asked somebody that worked in the lab in the Holy Land, and I said, how often do you talk about God? He says, God doesn't come up. That's not what they're working on, right? You want to go to church or synagogue or whatever it is, to the wall, wherever you're going, you might talk about God. But when you're doing tests in a university, you're not talking about God. It just doesn't come up. So again, the problem with it in education and all this stuff, and it doesn't come up. It's not part of the experiment.
Yeah, Kurt said, I have no need for that hypothesis. That was what what was the guy's name that was for Napoleon who said that?
The mathematician.
My name.
Recollection. Yeah, I'm blanking on it because I've got something else in my mind now.
I'm sure Kurt will type it in here.
Ryan.
And Jin's in here. How you doing, Jin?
Let me just address this. So, Ryan, no, presuppositionism is the worst possible argument you can give. It's not an argument. It's literally not even an argument. So, like, I decry all atheists that think that they can get away with using that. I'll defend that to the last. I think they're making a mockery of the great debate community by trying to use it as an argument.
Well, me to troll.
And personally, I find it pretty disgusting that if you need to stoop that low as an atheist, then, you're just letting yourself down. You should work a little harder to be able to debunk the theist version of presupposition. Rather
it's a troll, though.
It's not. It's rubbish.
But I mean, it's just a troll.
It's just like sticking your fingers into your ears and going la 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 when you're talking to somebody. If you think that that's a troll, okay, but it's not.
But that's what it's meant for. That's why it was created like that. It's a troll. But Laplace was the guy. That was Laplace.
Laplace, yes, that's correct. And no, I refuse to believe it's a troll. A troll's supposed to be clever. Presuppositional atheism is not clever. It's stupid.
It's good to see you, Jin, and good to hear you doing good. And Tori, too, as well. I've seen Tori out there. How you doing, folks? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. When he presented his massive work,
it's not a joke, Brian.
Celestial mechanics.
Just letting the side down, Brian. It's not a joke. Literally just letting the side down. It's just making Christians go, okay, well, these atheists, they're stupid. They're using circular arguments.
Yeah, outside of time doesn't make any sense either, Jin. How can you do anything when there's no time? And grant the laws could differ. You did. We only have 1 year. That's the thing. Fine-tuning any kind of standard to set up against with our universe. We only have the one universe to judge by. So, that's kind of a bad argument too. Fine-tuned against what, against itself. Well, that's easy. Tons of mice. Trolls are supposed to be clever? I did not know that. Some are.
Well, if you want to get away with it,
Yeah.
you can't make it too obvious. Otherwise, it doesn't work, does it? Someone just goes, "Oh, you're trolling. I'm going to disengage."
Outside
And if
of
you want to
time and
disengage,
space
if you want to try and debate someone and disengage with them, that's all right.
I thought irony and sarcasm is not lost among this group.
It's not.
I
enjoy
know what
it.
That means. Right? I don't even know what that means. It's not. It doesn't make much sense.
That's why you don't get the troll. That's what,
Outside of
literally,
space and time is a cheat
I get
code.
the idea
It
that
is.
he doesn't want to talk to theists, and he just finds it so he can use the Darth Dawkins technique to stop talking to them. But why get them on the show in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. It's demeaning, right? And it's putting atheists in a position where they like people think it's clever. It's not clever. It's a really shit argument. It's always been a shit argument when theists use it. Why would you adopt it? It's the shittiest argument out there.
I haven't adopted it. Like when I argue with him, it's after he does that. But most time he saves that for the precept theist. So
Yeah, well, just learn to debunk precept theism. It's not difficult. It's a circular argument. It doesn't take much. Do you have to just like go, oh right, I can just reverse precept you? Oh well, that's clever. Watch Saitan Bruggencate against Matt Dillahunty.
I've watched that.
Then you see something like special. Like that's a humiliation of the presupper. But you know they could do the same. If theists were clever, they'd turn around and just humiliate Taco the same way, or Taco's the same way that we humiliate the presupper theists.
Sidney Rapper said he
It's
was
a shitty argument. End of.
I love it, Sidney. Sidney said he was too good looking to be considered a troll.
Under the bridge. We'll give you a pass on that one.
Brought that into universities and schools, which you would never find Satan.
You notice that we've been at this for a while, and the video is hardly played at all. That can tell you how bad a video is. We actually got, last week or the week before, we actually got through a video.
Amazing.
Yeah.
First time ever. But, yeah.
Oh, this guy's too fucking boring, and he's not saying anything worth reading.
Yeah, he's not getting very far.
Well, he's got some good stuff coming out about Satanism in universities, so.
Yeah.
So Ryan's now saying the reverse modal ontological argument fails on many levels. Yeah, but that's not the point that some atheists bring it up on. It's because if you accept the premises for the modological ontological argument, which presumably the theist does, then it shows that with the same premises, that argument of the modal ontological argument actually supports atheism more than it supports theism. That's the point of the reverse. It's completely different to presup atheism, which is just right.
This cult be allowed to, they would never be allowed to enter a school or uni, but this man entered this false.
Why not? If it's good science, then it enters the classroom. Somebody did an experiment. It was a good experiment. It's published in a book. And then you're going to keep this from people because you don't like it. That's what you're saying. Just rewording it a little bit.
Theory, and he got into the schools and uni, and of course when you believe you come from animals, you're going to get generation.
Just acting like animals, okay.
Yeah, animals are classification. We're an animal. Get over
we are
it.
animals.
Yeah, it's just a classification, like Hawaiian shirt guy says, it doesn't mean anything to the animals. It doesn't. He's right about
just
that.
acting like animals, and like I've said before, even killing and sexual abuse.
This goes
Animals
on.
do that? I don't know.
This goes on in the church basement. I watch yourself. It doesn't seem to prevent it. The old cliche of somebody with a lightning bolt watching you. They don't seem to care when they're doing that in the basement or behind closed doors. Whatever their awful things they're doing, they don't seem to be too worried about the lightning bolt coming down.
I'm also guessing he's never made love to his wife in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
If he doesn't think he's an animal, that'll certainly sort him out.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Phil Taylor. Of course. Animal Taylor, my favourite drummer.
Or just animal survival of the fittest, and there's no rules, no restrictions.
Random buzzwords. Or just random buzzwords, you know.
Survival of the fittest doesn't mean that some fish is going around beating up other fish.
Yeah. and sexually abusing other fish.
And it also doesn't mean some monkey's going around trying to make love to your wife.
Yeah. It's totally out of context. Just throwing a word around for no reason. Well, for nefarious reasons.
Cool. So, but we believe the Bible, and we believe in creation. We believe in God.
And there it's set up. Everything that he doesn't like is the Bible, is God, is. Yeah.
Well, he believes in creation and he believes in God, but the altar boys still aren't safe.
No.
I mean, I wish you'd just said that at the beginning, and we could have been done with the video.
Yeah.
Life didn't come from non-life.
Yes, it did. Because there are no living elements on the periodic table. And I will push that as until my dying day. There are no living elements on the periodic table. Everything is made out of the elements on the periodic table that we know of. They add new ones every once in a while. But there's your stuff. There's your pre-existing stuff. Before you're born, after you're born, there's your stuff. That's it. So what's living? The only thing that's living is what gives it a life, and that's the reaction that's forming, not the elements themselves. So, comes from non-life, and it doesn't matter if you are a Bible believer. You believe that the dirt was, or the clay, and the man was made, and you breathe in his nostrils and all that kind of stuff. And from ashes to ashes, dust to dust, you return to the ground, right? There's a whole circle of life thing there, and it has a lot to do with the ground and the dirt and all those kind of things that you like to make fun of. Another fail.
That's backwards completely.
Yeah.
Life didn't come from death. There's no.
Life does come from death. If it's something that passes away, like you're cleaning fish and you put them in your garden, and it'll make your garden grow like crazy. Yes.
I like to put them in the frying pan first.
Well, once you've picked through them, the idea though that my neighbor didn't have a super huge, great garden because he was the ultimate gardener. It's because he was a fisherman, and every weekend he'd clean his catch and then he'd bury the leftovers and made his garden grow like crazy.
Under the tomatoes. That's a good trick.
Yeah, and people have used different manure and different things they've had on hand, and their gardens have grown like crazy. So, yeah, a lot of death and bad things can produce a good thing. As Osho says, the bloom comes from the filth, right? You need the dookie to grow the flowers, right? That's the way that life is. So, yeah, no, death is I would say it's a very important part of life. It also makes room for the living. It it feeds a certain percentage. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for it. Nobody likes it, but it seems to be the way of things.
No evidence anywhere of a life form changing from one kind of animal to another.
And you're never going to find one.
Well, did they think that little kitty kind turned into tigers and cheetahs and lions and?
Oh yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
Right after Noah's Ark.
Yep.
You got
where,
all the. Yeah.
Where did the hyenas come from?
Well, remember, anything that looks like anything can be dwindled down to the two kinds that were on the ark, because according to Ken Ham, that's all you need. And once they step off, they already have the diverse genes inside them to change to different things.
Yeah.
So yeah, once whatever it was steps off the ark, it then becomes a lion, a tiger, a house cat, a lynx, a mountain lion, on cougar, a leopard, down the line, within a generation, because they just poof. But that's not evolution, even though, in a way, it absolutely is, because it's what the genome's carrying and what materializes in the environment for that species and what best works for that species. But for it to happen in a generation, that's okay. But it's not okay for it to happen over many generations in many areas, which is why I say Ken Ham and the rest of them accept mechanisms of evolution. They just don't like the word. Because you cannot deny, even with the Magic Zoo boat, the, like I said, all the different cats. Whatever kind of animals they are, he's got, what does he say, 1,700 or 1,400, something like that. To get to millions of species, he's got to have evolution. Now, he can call it whatever he wants. He can call it changes within a kind or whatever. But even that is just code speak for evolution. It's changing to the environment. It's the cats adapt to the environment. They look like the environment. They hunt according to the environment. Nothing that says anti-evolution, and even from Ken Ham himself with the animals stepping off the ark, he has evolution. He has hyper, super duper evolution, and he will accept every mechanism of evolution except saying the word. And that's what I've discovered. And you can put it to the test. Ask any of his speeches where he's talking about any of the mechanisms, you notice that him or his staff will accept mechanisms of evolution. It's just a word. And his book, The Lie. Don't forget, Ken Ham puts out a book called The Lie. He's calling all the scientists liars, whether he admits it or not. That's the name of his book, #1 book. And he says the scientists and these universities, schools, whatever, public education, right on down the line is teaching a lie, and that all the scientists and all the people, teachers, people who work in the lab, everything else, are all part of the lie. So just don't never let them tell you that they don't see it as all of it as a big lie. One thing about this guy is at least he's saying it's a lie. A lot of them don't, and they do. They see it all as a lie, and these people are lying for a living. That's what they do every day.
They got no evidence for that. It's just a religious belief. It's just another false religious belief, and they cover it up by millions of years.
There we go.
So we must teach.
There it is. Evolution is a religion.
No, I did a debate on this.
They cannot leave it alone, can they?
All the greatest hits. All the greatest hits.
Why haven't we come up with bingo cards to play with?
Yeah.
I
We've done enough of these. We should have bingo cards.
I debated this topic, and no, it's not.
Yeah, I asked those Proverbs guys what they mean by it being a religion, and they were kind of stammering. They couldn't tell me what they meant by that.
Yeah, next time ask Stephen, did he not learn anything from our debate? Because that's who I debated with it.
Oh, okay.
No, of course they don't listen, especially those guys.
And he lost. He lost. He admitted he lost.
That's your center square. Bingo.
I have a pizza coming. That's what I've been doing. I've been ordering pizza.
Hey, deconverted man.
I ordered these really large breakfast burritos from this this local Mexican restaurant, and I had them for early supper, and now I can barely keep my eyes open. They're so delicious and so filling.
I see a little car on my screen driving my pizza here. I can see it. It's cool. I'm going to have to step away, guys, to go get my pizza.
Uh-oh. There'll be a knock on the door.
Knowing Mike, it has mushrooms all over it.
I had my own.
Yeah,
I don't like their mushrooms. Their mushrooms don't do anything. Their mushrooms are really bad. They don't do anything.
Yeah, that's what Mike tells him on the phone.
Yeah,
your mushrooms don't do anything. I'll put my own on.
It's that there is a God. We are created, and God made us, and we all will stand before Him one day. And this is why I
stand before Him.
Yeah, that's
they got to point that out. Yeah,
that's the fear.
What is that? What is that bullshit with Christianity? This come to judgment, stand before the judge, stand before the Father, all this bullshit.
Well, that's the message. Is you're gonna get judged and thrown in hell if you don't come to Jesus.
It is so obvious that they have daddy issues. They have daddy issues. It is just so obvious.
So that's one of my big problems with it, really, is that they claim, right, that when you go up to heaven, you're going to be judged by an all-merciful God. Well, that's a contradiction. I mean, if he's an all-merciful God, he's never going to commit you to hell, right? Because he's merciful, more merciful, right? So that's it. He's just going to say, say sorry, and we're good, right? That's what you'd expect from somebody who has ultimate mercy, right?
Which is ultimately what they do anyway.
So judgment doesn't mean anything. So why you even bother judging somebody in order to turn around to them and say, but that doesn't matter. It's just you're making them feel bad. And
it doesn't matter anyways.
Giving him a pill and just going, there you go, who cares?
Yeah.
It's just incoherent. It's incoherent nonsense.
If you can be forgiven for things.
The fact they keep hanging on to it just means that they themselves can't handle the the cognitive bias or the cognitive dissonance that's going on in their own heads. The fact that they keep wanting to establish that he's both loving, you have to love God and fear God, right? Anybody I fear, I don't love them. Sorry, that's just how I go. That's how I roll.
Deconverted man. Yeah, I'm having problems with my computer right now, so I'm not going to mess with anything. I've got some kind of thing running around, and I just turned my thing on to do my show tonight, and then I think I'm going to deep clean my computer.
Send it to my email, D-Man.
Yeah, send it over to Mike.
But I can't show anything on screen either because I haven't set it up. So
yeah, not this week. I don't know what it is. Every time I click, and then I get a black screen that wants to sell me an antivirus, and I looked it up, and it's some kind of a spam thing. They're trying to hit me, and I tried to delete it and couldn't find it, and so probably going to end up doing a deep clean, find out where they hit it, and get it off my computer, because it's really a pain in the butt. Every time you restart or every time the screen sits, it goes to this black screen and it tells you you got a Trojan or something. And I carry the Norton, and the Norton's everything's fine. They just act now, and 80% off, blah blah blah, and you got to click all the things just to get it off your screen. It's a real pain. So anyway, yeah, I was having some issues. So stupid hackers. That's all I can say. Stupid hackers. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be all taken care of. I'll do a deep clean and just delete everything off of there. The only thing I have to save are my programs, and they're all on YouTube and on a hard drive and stuff. So yeah. Hey Chris, may these hackers blow up themselves with their stupid ads.
Theists and evolutionists want to reject God because they don't want a God that's going to judge them one day.
there we go.
And so they don't want to.
We just want to sin. It's just all the greatest hits. This guy's going to cover them all tonight.
Yep.
He starts
We
out
hate
with
God.
Romans, which is the greatest hit, and then he goes on the whole thing, Satanist, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. We hate God because we just want to sin.
Just hate him because I want to sin. Like this pizza I'm getting, he's on Mission Road now, is going to be a sin. I had triple bacon.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Going old school there.
You can no longer blame me for your blood pressure then. That's all I got to say. about
Triple
that.
bacon. Oh, and double pepperoni and double cheese and yeah. No, it's your fault, Robin. It's your fault if I drop dead. Blame Robin. You turn me out of the Proverbs, guys. They're going to be the death of me.
They don't want to admit that. So the Bible says here in Revelation chapter 1, verse, let's look at 16. So God gives you the answer right from the beginning.
Now, wait. Right from the beginning, he gives you the answer in John's Revelation, which is the last book in the Bible. Right from the beginning. No. It's from the end.
And then the results of sinful man afterwards. So verse 16 says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to every one that believeth." No,
That's not Revelation. Didn't he just say this was Revelation 1:16? Did I miss something?
That's what he said.
That is not Revelation. That is one of Paul's epistles.
Okay.
partiality, no favoritism. Everyone that would believe, they'll be saved. Anyone that believes God, believes Christ, they will be saved.
Yeah, and see, once saved,
The Bible says,
always saved thing, that it doesn't seem to work either. I mean, people that do awful things and they're not saved anymore, or if you do awful things, you're still dang it, keeping the button. You're still saved if you do awful things. I don't care for the saved thing.
Yeah, he's quoting Romans 1:16, so I think maybe he just got his books.
Well, he does like Romans.
Yeah.
He's revert back to when Kurt said he's not well read.
I think he just had a bad morning or evening or whatever time he was preaching.
Must be an Australian thing. get my dig in on Australia.
And of course, if you don't believe there is a God, then you're not going to get to Christ, and then you're not going to get to salvation.
So much for the people that don't believe in Jesus.
Yeah. Maybe the salvation's not a thing either. You ever thought about that, Mr. Australian preacher?
Yeah, it never made any sense.
The religious construct.
Why does God need Jesus? I mean, it's God, right? God just can't do it. You got to have a helper, right? It never made any sense. The triune thing or the Son of God or any of those things, none of that makes any sense. You have God, period. God can do everything and anything, period. You don't need anyone or anything else. It just doesn't make any sense at all to me. And the more you got to have the three things, the more it unexplains itself.
Verse 17, for therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith.
Yeah, as it is written in the Bible, that starts out with the Old Testament where there's no Jesus, there's just God telling people what the rules are.
Right. Clearly telling people what the rules are of things unseen.
Right. So it seems to contradict itself a little bit when God starts to, I don't know, if the Son makes different decisions, maybe. Doesn't seem to be God anymore. I'm just saying. Very confusing.
For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who...
Yeah, that's a bunch of baloney, too. I mean, lots of men have done terrible things in the name of religion, and again, no lightning bolt came through their roof and stopped them. They did awful things. So, words are easy. You can find them in the Bible, but do they actually apply? Doesn't seem like they actually applied to anybody. Be nice, in a way. If you got zotted, we would know exactly who did it, prevented it, punished the person for doing it or trying to do it, but it doesn't seem to happen. So,
hold the truth in unrighteousness. Every teacher, every professor in a uni, every man that speaks in a documentary knows the Bible teaches creation. They know that. That's what the Bible says, and they hold the truth.
It's like in the beginning, like Roy Montero used to come in and go, this is his proof, right? In the beginning, yes or no. That's what he'd say. And you go, what does that even fucking mean, Roy? Like, you're an idiot, obviously. And you go, yeah, but in the beginning, God or no God? You go, well, no God, obviously, Roy. You know? And that was his, like, kind of undercutting pre thing. Well, the Bible says yes, you know. Well, bully for you, you know. In the beginning, yes or no. And it's like that. It's like this, like, such low tier kind of, like, I don't know what's the word to say exactly, but, like, you know, if you squint a lot at the Bible, you won't actually see the details. Right? And that's what these guys do. They're literally looking at the Bible, squinting when they don't want to see the detail, because they know that the detail will contradict itself or is at least incoherent. So they squint and they go, okay, well, maybe this word doesn't mean what it says it means, right? Even though you can go and look in Strong's and it's there, right? Like we were looking at the one that had whatever last week. I won't go into it, but yeah. So I just think that again, it's such low tier resolution is the word that Travis uses, isn't it? It's such low tier arguments again that I honestly think that this is, and of course, like trying to be charitable, right? Well, he's talking to a load of people who don't even understand the very basics, right? That already believe, they don't need persuading, they're just going to sit there for an hour because they've been told to, and he's just going to spout his stuff, and every time he talks about the Bible, they go, oh yeah, no, the Bible says that, yeah, that's right, and every time he talks about something else, they go, oh yeah, Darwin was Satan, oh yeah, 100%, and that's the level this is at. There's no evolution in here. He's not talking about evolution at all. He's just used a couple of buzzwords from it. That's it.
He doesn't say a damn thing about science through the entire thing. It's horrible. So
yeah,
I got my pizza now, and I just covered it with a 1/4 inch of salt. So I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Should we just go ahead and call Mike an ambulance now?
Yeah.
You are not blaming me for your blood pressure. You're just not.
I do.
Up and wait.
Chris said,
pass him on that as well.
sometimes wonder if we get a reaction to the Sonata by the theists we cover and see what happens. There's been a few of them that have reacted.
Yeah, I wish they would watch.
Yeah, we've had a few reactions. Mike messaged a couple of people and let them know, and
Yeah, we got a couple. Yeah.
Well,
the toast guy was our best one.
yeah.
He loved us. He just loved us.
Mm-hmm.
Especially me.
And I've got my Brad video, where he's calling me a dummy and everything, and so yeah, we've got a couple of reactions.
Yeah, there's a good clip of the toast guy, and they're giving the mic down the road.
Yeah, and we had the guy from the Ukraine, the peace guy from Canada, a couple other ones. They reacted to our videos. So about a half a dozen of them, I'd say. We've gotten reactions. So, of course,
I gotta reach out to this guy.
I got blocked on Bread's channel when I put out my video on her. And her.
She mad at me. I asked her
Miracles.
to do an interview, and she said, "No, you're so condescending."
Yeah.
And I said, "No, I'm not condescending. I'm just explaining it to you in language that you can understand." And she thinks I'm condescending. I don't know why.
Yeah, but I don't know. Things were too quiet over there, so she wanted some more evolution, but not too much or something. I don't know.
She's been doing videos regularly, just stupid videos on evolution. I mean, constant Bread of Life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. For a while there was no evolution, and then
Now she's
she
really
got
on it.
bored. Yeah,
That's all she does. Her biblical channel just went idle about almost a year ago, I think.
did it?
She just does it. Yeah, nonsense.
I was in a room with her once, and someone asked the question, why do you think creationism is so widespread in America? And before her or Sal had a chance to answer, I piped up with this. Surely it's a matter of bad education, isn't it?
That's what I would say.
Both her and Sal went, we got degrees, and I went, there's no accounting for
degrees.
taste, is there?
You
Well,
can get a fake degree anywhere.
Her shit
and
is so pathetic.
she seems to have got over it with Sal and become friends again. So that
Well, it was
was-
Sal who
sweet.
broke up with
That's-
Rebecca.
He hasn't been on for a while, though. I think they broke up again. They broke up over what, gay marriage or something? I think that was
originally,
Yes.
yeah.
They
It's her position on gay marriage.
Yeah. 'Cause she said she would preside or attend or something, and he was like, nope. And that was the end of
couldn't
that.
have that. can't associate with one of them.
But then he was on our channel last year or so here.
Yeah, they kissed and made up.
Yeah, so I was kind of wondering what was going on there, and they were talking like the old days, where she's just repeating what he told her to tell the folks, and sometimes it's like she's reading it off a script. Yeah, so
everybody needs content on this platform, right? That's the one binding factor. We all need a bit of content.
Oh yeah.
So there you go.
In unrighteousness, they just don't think it's correct. They don't believe it. It's not a lack of knowledge because they have a Bible. It's available for anyone. It's not a lack of information. It's a lack of simple faith and belief. They would rather put simple faith and belief in millions of years bacteria and monkeys evolving rather than...
No, that's where the evidence leads.
Yeah, the established data of life.
Yeah. And these were largely religious groups, too, that just made these early discoveries that life had been around for a long time, and there was predecessors to our life today, and we've got ancestors going way back and skeletons going way back, and it seems that this life is related to that life, and they still were religious. Your boogeyman isn't working. It isn't scaring them away from their religion. It's just, what do they say, helping them explore God's world or God's creation better or whatever, understand it better, something like that. It's still, they're still holding their religion. So I haven't seen your boogeyman surface yet.
And putting their faith and belief into a God that can save them. Verse 19.
From what? Well, what is God? Yeah, from God. Exactly. You need saving from the person.
They don't even hear themselves say this, right?
Right.
It doesn't go. It just goes, oh yeah, but he could save me. You know, and that's it. 19? That's it. That's the end of the thought right there. Doesn't matter what from, you know.
The Bible says there, before that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath showed it unto them. So there's no excuses. God has shown it unto them. We're going to see more about...
No excuses for the bad grammar being used.
What did he do unto them?
I'm just saying.
He showed it. Somehow he showed us that
he showed it unto them.
Things are going to happen to us. Yeah.
So he texted a dick pic?
Something in probably something in the Old Testament, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
to scare the hell out of you.
Which included the pictures of his mustard seeds as well.
Showed it unto them.
The circumcision and all that kind of stuff. Hello, standard deviation. If Jesus saves, does he pay interest? That's a good question.
Jesus saves at the First National.
How he has.
Yeah,
they know in their heart that...
Hang on a minute. There was the joke was... Bobby Moore. Right, Bobby Moore was the guy that scored the goals in the England's only World Cup victory against the Germans. And the joke was, Jesus saves, but Bobby Moore scores on the rebound. Bobby Charlton, sorry.
There is a God. That's why every time someone tells me they're an atheist, I tell them, no, you're not.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Oh well, there you go then. That
For
makes
some
everything.
reason, every time
solves the problem.
Yeah, I didn't realise you could read my mind. I am surprised.
Deep down in your heart, you know that there is a God. God planted it there, and that's what the Bible says. You're just trying.
Yeah, that's what the Bible says.
That's what the Bible says, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Also,
Keep
I don't
living
know
the
anything.
delusion, dude.
I don't know anything in my heart. I know things in my brain, but not my heart. So I don't know why I'd be deep down in my heart, other than it's a figure of speech, which means bollocks, which means nothing.
I'm liking this guy just
deny it.
more and more every minute, more and more. Especially when he start, telling me No, you're not an atheist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's a mind reader. This is all just something like a trick he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, he's gonna pull some flowers out of that book. Go, oh, a rabbit. Da-da!
The denial is the cope of these people. Denial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to retain God in your knowledge, which we've read many times in this chapter. So they know that in their heart there is a God. They know when you look at creation, it's manifest in creation. And they know there is a God. Verse 12, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen.
No.
I love it. Oh.
The invisible things
Gets
are
me every
clearly
time.
seen, never gets old. I mean, come on.
No.
Yeah, never gets old.
And they say it with such a straight face and over and in sermon after sermon, they love to cite Romans with the invisible things that are clearly seen. Now just take those couple of words, write them down, and look them up. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Being understood, not only they're seen, but they're understood as well by.
You're not understood. There's nothing understood of invisible things. There's nothing there. Invisible. Oops. Invisible means there's nothing there. There's nothing to be seen. It's hiding from you. Indivisible. Invisible. Invisible. You can't see it.
That are made, even his eternal power and Godhead.
Yeah. So that also follows his eternal power, and everything that he is also invisible and hidden. There's your problem. It's all invisible. None of it is visible.
Yeah, although it's nice to know that God gets head from time to time.
Yeah. He's way out.
He's way out there.
Come on, you've said it yourself, and you repeat it yourself. How many times do you pay any attention to what you're saying? Because it really sticks in my craw that invisible things are clearly seen. It shouldn't say that. It should say some type of wording that obviously these things are of God or something. Not that they're invisible. And it says invisible. And then they're clearly seen. It's just totally you're putting your faith absolutely 100% in. Because there is nothing to observe. It's invisible. So you're putting it all on faith. Every bit of it. Don't say you're not faith-based, because you're 100% faith-based. That's it. You can't have anything else.
So that they are without excuse. So we see here, God expects you to see what.
Or you don't have an excuse.
Sorry, did we need one? I wasn't aware. I thought I was going to get up there and get some mercy.
Don't even bother.
Yeah, you don't need it, because he's all merciful. So it's no problem. It's no fucking problem. We don't need to give an excuse.
Hey, Nerdy. Hey, Garland. How you doing?
Hi,
hey,
Brian.
Brian. How you doing?
Hey, Jinxie. Well, we're saying hello to people. Hello, Spooky. Yeah, only one World Cup, I know, so far. Oh.
So God expects you to see what's invisible, is what he says here.
Clearly.
Well, no, there's no excuse for not seeing it. What's invisible?
Yeah.
And you should understand it. Because it
sounds like a con game.
It's clearly
sounds like we're being conned. I don't know.
If you don't understand it, go ahead.
That's why he gave us these wonderful eyes that are so wonderful, the way they have, were created, that because they can see, like, they can't see half of the colors of the spectrum of light.
Yeah.
And can't see invisible things. They wear out pretty quick,
Yeah.
actually.
It's just a shame that God didn't create evolution to give us better eyes so we could see it clearly.
That'd be nice.
I mean, it's possible.
I don't know if it was this guy. It might be later in this video, or it was another guy. One of them was saying that there's no evolution known about the eye, and it's like, are you kidding? Eye evolution is one of the things that's well studied. There's all kind of evolution of the eye.
That gives it away because Darwin. That's one of Darwin's examples.
Yeah.
Right. Of like, no, people say you can't do that, but here's a go at it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh look, this is how the eye developed. So yes, we can. Right. And it just shows that they've never read the book. They literally, this guy's gone to Answers in Genesis and gone, oh right, I don't have to read Darwin even to critique him. I mean, it just shows again the low tier Baptist on the Gold Coast there that just refuse to do any of the work necessary to make an intelligent or to stand up behind a podium and make an intelligent argument against it. This is no argument against it, obviously. He doesn't even know what it is.
Yeah, well, no, he loves using the talking points, and that's as far as he goes on the page.
Oh, that's it. That's what I'm saying. He's just been to somebody else that's made up a load of shit and gone, oh, well, yeah, I buy that. I'll buy that shit. Instead of thinking for himself, which clearly he's incapable of doing.
We're at 8.5 minutes.
That's how I explain the black tie against the black background.
8.5 minutes on this video. We're doing really good.
Fuck this video.
That's not too bad, I guess.
This is rubbish. This is
What
the
is
worst
invisible?
of all.
Even lost people, they see creation, and they see.
Lost people see creation,
Yeah.
and they're
Evil
not lost.
people. Yeah.
I don't know what he means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe they don't have GPS, or
Could be.
That's why they're
They
lost.
lost their map. Yeah.
they're lost.
They're lost.
They don't know where they are.
See, that's just a way to. It's just a way to degrade people. You're lost. You're not saved. All these things, and then even if you find the religion, well, you're not good enough because you're not good enough to be part of the religion or something. It's just like a never-ending thing of you're never good enough.
It's manifest to them, and they see it clearly. And there is sight with our eyes.
No, they don't.
But
What? There's sight with our eyes?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
also there is also sight with
Next
our
year-
understanding.
Next he'll be telling
Sight,
us that Jesus
sight without
cured.
understanding.
Next he'll be telling us Jesus cured a blind man.
Yeah.
And so what we see with our eyes, when you see creation, you understand naturally that there is a God. So you can see with your eyes, and you can also you also have sight with your understanding that God put there. When
That's look
Well,
at the
you
trees.
You don't clearly, otherwise you'd understand the philosophical ramifications of
Oh, that's-
saying
Yeah.
that God follows from looking at trees, because
Yeah,
That's
and
a discernment.
saying God doesn't mean
it's
anything.
It's a complete non sequitur.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
literally the
discernment.
logic just falls down straight away.
They love to discern things. They love to talk about how good their discernment is. These are the same people that elected Trump.
A vibes-based approach to the world around you. You just vibe things. You don't ask hard questions and seek scientific methodology to your life. You just go, oh, I feel this, I feel that, and I feel the Bible's true, and I feel God's all around me, and I feel you evolutionists are full of Satan.
There you go. You got a whole sermon. Shake your palm into somebody's forehead and make them twitch all over the place, and you got it down.
Yeah, you can make up a sermon in 15 minutes and not have to study a thing, not have to crack a book or, even translate a line of Greek into English to make sure you're interpreting or translating a passage right. I think that this guy's misunderstanding about things could be cleared up just by looking at the Greek. So,
yeah, looking out and saying that lots of demons and making them spit and shake all over the place, and yeah, you open up your wallet, and some of these ones get a nice little fee for private sessions, scaring demons out. So just saying, if you're a little short on cash, maybe you aren't scaring enough demons. We got a fire truck.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's the big ladder truck with all the bells and whistles.
maybe it's just a kitty cat up in a tree.
Let's hope. It's nice having it nearby, but it's also very noisy every time it takes off.
He created you. Many people see with their eyes, but they don't have understanding because they deny God. God is asking.
No, if you saw something amazing, it wouldn't matter if you deny it or not. You see something amazing. I mean, it's kind of hard to deny things when you've seen something amazing. These things aren't seen, though. That's your problem. You keep presupposing that these things happen when they don't happen. They only happened in a book long time ago, right?
People, the reader, anyone that reads this, to have understanding, though you have never seen with your eyes, though you haven't.
There you go. You have understanding, but you've never seen it.
So yeah, so it's not clearly seen then, is it? If you've never seen it.
Yep.
I mean, come on, let's just stay a little bit consistent through this line of reasoning.
No way.
Seen everything with your eyes. The Bible says there in verse 20, so in this world you will have to make a decision regarding the understanding God has already given you. For example, invisible things, creation, and God.
No.
Your invisible things again. How often are you going to rely on that? And Scott is ducking out for the evening. Thanks, Scott, for joining us. We're going to be wrapping things up here in a minute. No, invisible things are not seen clearly, and I'm going to keep repeating it as long as you keep repeating it. Invisible things are not seen clearly. Okay?
And then the Lord Jesus Christ, the cross, empty tomb, you're going to have to make a decision.
A lot of people were put up on crosses. Terrible time. Would be a terrible time today if that was done to people today. It's a horrible way to go. It's a brutal way to go. Crucifixion is horrible. As far as the empty tomb thing goes, that's like saying you have an empty shoebox. Good for you. What was in the shoebox, nobody knows. The story of the empty tomb is silly, inconsistent, and it seems to be an addition. It seems that Jesus was martyred, and that was the end of the story. They just wanted to carry it on. So there you go. I don't need a lot of complicated answers for those questions. They're kind of silly. You've got an empty tomb. That one always bothered me too. There's no evidence of anything other than it was an empty tomb, and nobody even knows which one it was. There are multiple ones of it today. You'd think people would know these things. People would have a sign up God slipped on a banana peel right here, like Mad Magazine used to have, Hello, Geo, how you doing? There was nobody cared about God incarnate on Earth slipping on a banana peel or anything else. So no, and
No. I think what we should do, just out of tribute to this guy, is make him invisible.
yeah,
And let's just wrap it up with some comments. Because I think this guy doesn't. I mean, I haven't heard him say anything at all, which is like halfway to like enlightening or educational or anything. This is just pure sophistry. This is pure sophistry that he's been doing.
It does get old.
He's not even giving the arguments that are associated with some of this.
He
stuff.
starts repeating himself later on about Charles Darwin.
Yeah.
And back to Darwin, does he? They just can't get enough of it, can they? He probably looked at his watch and gone, "Oh yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Darwin. Yeah, so Darwin, he was a bit of a tosser, wasn't he?"
Yeah. And I'm looking at the thing here, and we've only touched the beginning of the video, and he's going to go on and on.
There's nothing in this video.
It's got to be a real drag. I wasn't going to put you through any more of it anyways.
I'm
It's just another example of these things are not long ago and far away. People are still teaching these things. Still saying things like Charlie Darwin, and he invented something when he was dead, which pretty impressive,
I mean, if he could do that, I would, I think he'd be wrong about evolution.
Throwing all those little digs out.
It's just ridiculous.
Hey, love. How you
He
doing?
gets much worse, actually. He just goes on and on and on. Charles Darwin said the female brain could never develop as much as the male brain. And a bunch of other bullshit.
Yeah, there's.
He talks about grasshoppers.
They like to pull things out of.
Like David Carradine, maybe.
Yeah, they pull things out of the headlines, and like Simos said, he's probably perusing Ken Ham headlines, the hometown hero, and we got a question again about what's going on with Australia. That there seems to be such a surge of creationists over there.
Surge might be a
really
little strong, yeah.
Minor surge, yeah.
Like a few years ago, like I said, in Victoria, in some parts of Victoria, they made it allowable for for schools to teach creationism in school.
Oh my God!
Right, and there was a big outcry in Australia when that happened, and I don't know whether it's got repealed or not. If one of our Australian friends in chat could just let us know whether that's still the case, that you can teach creationism in schools if the school wants to. I don't know whether that's still the fact. And then also, this is like an southeast kind of thing that's been going on, right? The religious, the religious kind of doctrination and the conservativeness of those particular states or provinces, whichever they are. That's a thing that happens, right? If you get schools teaching creationism, then of course you're going to get the next generation going, yep, creationism, I was taught that in school, so yeah, of course it's a thing. So I think there's money being poured into these institutions, just like it is in America with the John Templeton Foundation, several other things, several other foundations where there's some quite large amounts of money being pushed towards far-right Christian organisations like Answers.
It needs to stop.
Creation Institute.
Somebody say it. It needs to stop because that money
Yeah,
could be better
as long as
used for something else.
No, I completely agree. But as long as you've got tax-free religions, then that ain't gonna stop in a hurry. Because they hold on to all their money they get, and all the people that donate their 10% to them, they don't have to pay tax on that money either.
The stories you hear are just like stories here. People use the same arguments that my kids shouldn't be taught this or exposed to that, and having a big fuss over nothing, and then it calms down and goes away. But the meantime, they make a lot of money off of it. Every little story means a lot of money. It means a lot of money for these law groups and everything. They all get involved, and it's a big hoopla for a little while. A bunch of money's made, and then it goes quiet again until the next one shows up. And,
so let me just read this out. So allegedly Fred says, in Victoria, creationism cannot be taught as a valid science in any government schools, as the standardized curriculum requires science classes to be evidence-based theories like evolution. However, the rules differ significantly between public and independent religious schools. Yes, creationism can be taught in Australian schools, but strict regulations dictate how and when it is taught. It cannot be presented as a valid scientific theory in classes. So I think it was the Australian curriculum mandates that evolution be taught as a foundation of scientific explanation for the diversity of life. And then Sydney also says creationism and intelligence are not recognised as scientific theories which are permitted to compose as science. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I come to think. But as I said, there were some schools that were allowed to teach it as an alternative idea, maybe not in a science class, but certainly an idea of how God does shit.
The one video we covered was on the cockroaches.
Just 1 second to finish my point. Sorry, and also the other thing as well, I didn't think it was all over Victoria. I just thought it was particular boroughs that had mandated that they wanted to be able to do that in their particular area. But I don't know what the areas are called or whatever.
Yeah, the atheists are cockroaches, something like that, was one of the videos. I think Chris asked her earlier. We've had a few responses. Of course, it's all been lighthearted and in good fun. They said atheists are cockroaches, and I went with it, and atheists are cockroaches. So and I even pulled Scarface.
I buried those cockroaches.
And cockroaches is fun. Go ahead, Robin.
Yeah, well, just because we find them so funny, actually. Like they don't bother. Like mostly, we just laugh at them.
Yeah, it's just a joke. Lighthearted, like I say. The other desktop idiot and cockroaches and all these things. It's just funny, and so I turn it into something funny, and we have a good laugh about it because it's funny. As far as this guy goes, like I said, another one. This stuff is still going on. People are still repeating this stuff. A lot of the things, like I said, the panel has noticed that it's not the first time you've heard it. Won't be the last time you've heard it. They like to say certain things because it catches the audience ears. Things like Charlie Darwin's a dead guy, and blatantly obvious that somebody 150 years ago is probably not around today. They're doing mighty good if they are. They certainly aren't writing books or anything else at 150 while being buried in the grave. But I guess he wanted to give Charlie some cred, some street cred. Give him a cool name, and we hip hopped him up a little bit, and so there you go, Charles Darwin, in the 21st century.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's these kind of people that really just piss me off the most. Really, I don't mind if like even Kent Ham, right? I think it's funny. I feel sorry for him, but I think he's funny because he's so ancient, right?
Yeah.
He's so stuck in his 1980s videos that it's kind of endearing in a way, and the fact he never listens to anything anybody says to him, takes it on board. Is just like it's like that granddad. Yes, granddad. The one that's casually racist. You know what I mean? That lived through that time, right? And just goes, oh yeah, but or in our case, like he's just so anti-Nazi that they still call them Germans Jerrys and stuff like that. That was the meme in the 70s, right? Is that granddad was still basically a anti-German, and it's like oh yes, granddad, all right, now go back to bed. Here's your Werther's originals. Just go back to bed. Yes, all right, shut up, granddad. Thank you. You know what I mean? That's how I think of Kent Ham. It's just like this old sort of
Have a hard candy. Yeah,
old
have a hard
dinosaur from back in the day, right? Back in the day when people used to still debate
Hey,
that shit.
I think he genuinely wanted to retire, and then he found out that he couldn't because he wasn't the boss anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. And and this guy, right? Is just like I just genuinely feel like he looks a bit older. He looks like he's in his 50s or something like that. So quite a bit younger than Mr. Hovind. But it looks like he's just struggling to hold on as the vicar there. I mean, or the priest or father or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what they call them in baptism. And so therefore he doesn't have the intellect to be able to understand what he's saying. So he's just gonna learn these buzzwords and go, yeah, I really do. No, I really do understand evolution. Look, natural selection. There you go. That's it. Random mutation. Oh yeah, arbitrary.
Dude died 150 years ago. Yeah, we know that. Thanks for the update.
Dead people, yeah. What are you going to do with them, eh?
Yeah. Airplane food, yeah.
But it annoys me, right? Because it's just the main reason it annoys me is because of what Peter Atkins says. All right, this guy has a lazy mind, and it shows so much in the way he speaks. He is not willing to engage his mind into the actual subject any more than he has to in order to maintain his fixational position of authority. That's it. And he's scared to, because he might have to give it up. And what would that be then?
Yeah,
and have a living. He's
and you'd think they'd be open to it.
What else is he going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd think he would be open to asking the questions, but he doesn't want to ask the questions because he doesn't want any answers. Yeah.
He's lazy. That's what I mean. He's just lazy. He just wants to get away with it, get to retire.
Oh, hey.
Go, there we go. Thank you very much.
Robin's going to be on with Joe, and we're gonna go check out Joe.
Is that in an hour's time, Robin? When is Joe doing his fundraiser?
Actually, it started at 6, so it's already going on.
It's already on.
How long ago was that?
It's been on for an hour and whatever, hour and 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is.
Okay.
But
all right, so everybody head over to Joe's now. Do you want to stick the link in there for us, Robin? And then everybody can just head over.
Yeah, I thought Dave was gonna Can you not send it over there, Dave?
I don't think he's gonna be able to, Robin.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not messing around with my computer until it gets fixed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about your computer and stuff. Okay.
Just stick the link out there, and then let's pass it back to Dave for the outro.
Yeah,
we're all good to go.
Punch up Joe and or the protest fundraiser, something like that. It'll come up in your search. Go over there.
No, Robin's going to put the link in chat.
Is it on Joe's channel?
Yeah, Robbie's going to put the link in chat, so it's no worries about that. Let's just do the outro, and we're good to go.
There we go.
People can get over to it.
Robin's got the chat thing there.
Yeah, I didn't write that. That's to the fundraiser right now. It's going on.
Okay.
Arc fundraiser.
Okay.
Just write that in.
Tell them Dave sent you.
Okay.
Yeah, from the captive desk, and we're wishing Joe well. Make sure you check the description for the ad and everything, and all those kind of good things. Like and share and subscribe and all those kind of good things below. Everybody's links are below. Make sure you check out the description, and go check out Joe. Show him some love. If you got it like that, help out with the fundraiser. That's going to be going on in July, the week after the holiday, and it's the big 10-year anniversary. So make sure you protest, and however you protest. Thanks, Simos. Thanks, Robin.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott and Mike.
I just
Thanks,
wanna leave
everybody,
you
for being here.
with a quick quote from Jordan Peterson. Make sure you clean your mustard seeds.
There you go. And hopefully we'll all be here next week for more Saturday Night at the Atheists, and maybe you'll see some cockroaches too.
At least 3.
Without a sound, history speaks in tales of lore, knocking at the captive desk's door. Oh, legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor, knocking at the captive desk's door. Captive desk, hold our dreams, where reality and no myth seems. In conversations quiet flow, the mysteries untold will know. Legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor, knocking at the captive desk. Nerves are wide, hearts are keen, pages turn to secret scene, ancient maps and hidden lore, knocking at the captive desk's door. Oh, captive desk, hold our dreams, where reality and no myth seems. In conversations quiet flow, the mysteries untold will know. Here we sit in wonders grace, as the stories find their place. Whispers from forgotten times,